Everyone, and welcome to Rep RPG's Vampire the Masquerade live play set in New Orleans.
Thank you
Blood
all for
in
the
the
baby
Bayou.
hype train, by the way.
Yes.
We love you. That was all. Just had to say it before it went too far away.
No. Like I said, this is Blood in the Bayou. We are set in New Orleans with the expectation of other entities being in New Orleans as well. We had a Ghostbusters episode, but also the church, the Second Inquisition. Now, before we dive into where our character's at, let's go around the table and tell them who they'll be listening to and watching tonight. Cody.
Hi, I'm Cody Stone. I am usually a GM here at Rep RPG. Tonight, I will be playing Victor, the Bruja Sheriff of New Orleans.
Pixie, you want to go?
Because there's no order, rhyme, or reason to where we're. Yeah, absolutely.
I started with Cody,
And so you thought
you guys are the hosts of all the other shows.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
start with you two.
Don't act like that was a logical response. God, Matthew, stop it. Matthew's gonna tell all of the happenings for all of us now. He's just gonna make it up probably,
Okay.
but he's gonna hype all of our
I know
promos.
some of it.
But what were we doing? Oh, right, I'm Pixie. You can find me at Chaos Pixie Magic all across the platforms everywhere on my own channel. Eventually, when I remember to stream again, and all the socials. Thanks. And I'm here. Next, nailing it.
So you're pointing.
I'm playing.
For me, you're pointing to Cody.
God damn it. I'm playing. For me, I'm pointing. And the TV and the stream, I'm pointing at Kat. So, I'm playing Siren. She is not a Toreador, but she pretends to be. She is a daughter of the Cacophony, which I can say because they all know now, so stream knows.
It's true. Meg?
Kat.
No, I want Kat to go last because she's introducing the
Okay, got it. I was
newest
like,
character.
who the fuck? Okay, see, there was no. Okay.
All right.
No, I figured that out halfway through.
Hi, I'm Hawkeye Rory Ankleman, and I'm playing Jem, the Malkavian.
Cody inherited my camera ghost.
Oh, sweet. Oh, you're my good guy. Yeah, I'm playing Jem the Malkavian. Happily married to Father James Callahan. Nothing can go wrong. Oh no!
And then she woke up.
Oopsie.
Matthew.
I'm Matthew, and I am playing Jace Campbell, a Tremere. Nothing else. I'm just what goes bump in the night, so that's it.
Yeah, you get the potential to be one spooky. Has it been 30 seconds yet? So
More than our screw-ups take at least 30
No,
seconds.
spooky
You
bitch.
can now swear. We've crossed the line. You're good.
Yeah.
I am a spooky bitch, just in secret.
Secret spooky bitch. Got it.
So Kat, who are you and who are you going to be playing tonight?
Hi, I'm Kat, and I am playing Gore Lucia Gemma Rosalini Giovanni, who is what you get if Louis Vuitton sponsored a Rob Zombie music video.
I have never had a clearer impression on a character before.
I watched House of a Thousand Corpses today and went, there she is. Everything's
There,
fine.
found her. Where else can they find you at?
You can also find me anywhere on the internet as Batty Caddy with 3 T's, and on Indigo Chameleon, where I run my own Vampire the Masquerade games on Mondays, and they're killing their Hikata, so that's fine.
Yeah. You got to give us time. No.
Yeah. I gotta get in. I gotta get nice first, and then they can try to kill me. It'll be great.
Like we haven't killed a Coterie member before. Come
Yeah,
on.
but also
It's true.
like the bar is weirdly high for what we will try to kill each other for. So you're gonna have to try real. And we have other things on our plate. You're gonna have to try real fucking hard. Like,
Listen.
not a
Lucy
challenge.
Sent me,
Just like
Lucy sent me to help.
as
and I'm
karma.
just here to
Got
help.
it. Understood.
Mhm.
God sent me as karma. Yeah.
And I am Sway Spooky TV here on Twitch. And when I remember to stream, I do a lot of things because I can't ever decide what I want to do. But tonight, I'm going to be ruining our kindred's lives just a little bit more. Last we left off, the coterie was giving the coterie and the sheriff and the hounds all together. The many parts that assemble our little revengers for tonight.
And Peggy.
And Becky. When last we left off, you were given a direct order to go hunt down someone very close to Jim and then bring him back so that the prince could bring him into the fold. But he whispered, well, whispered is the wrong word, telepathically whispered through the Madness Network to Jem that she could turn him. What?
Which I can't, so Dad's trying to kill me, and that's fine.
You can. He'll just be a thin blood. It's
We're
fine.
gonna watch 2 murders tonight. Buckle in.
All of them. So, we'll say that you guys can have the privacy of the dance floor down here in the warehouse, or you can travel to another, let's say, meeting place. But the goal of go ahead.
We
Did I
had,
mix up
We
locations?
were already there. We were
had
already.
begun searching.
Yes,
We
because
we had gone
That's
to a
what-
bank and a bakery.
yes, we
Okay.
were already searching because
And
The smoke.
I was in the Madness Network.
Mhm.
And I found the door, and I left it open for Siren, and
yes.
unknowingly, Chiquita Banana Rosita Galista Flockhart.
Yes. Because
Sorry.
she was Madness Networking and I was Sense Emotions following her to try to feel, so I could pull her out if need be, but also to feel where she was, all that shit.
And as we see Siren being slowly pulled into that, the presence of Siren. What are the rest of you all doing?
I think when someone's going to the Madness Network, everyone's kind of wait. I feel it's a
Okay.
common thing in all Vampire the Masquerade lore. It's like, okay, that's happening. We'll just wait till that's done.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm on my phone contacting my the Thin Bloods and
Thin Bloods?
trying to because they're fairly numerous as was described, and
Yeah.
I keep them alive, and so they can help me find this person.
Okay. Core,
That's what I'm going with.
make me a wits awareness. Jace, if you're going to be monitoring the situation as well, make me a wits awareness as well. What do you want to do?
I was also going to be getting on my phone
Okay.
to contact Samantha and Sarah.
The other type of Madness
Um,
Network. Social media.
Yeah,
Like,
those two.
No, I was gonna contact Samantha and Sarah to kind of get them to be on the lookout for stuff, and see if they had heard any goings on about the church. Why not?
Okay. Samantha sends you back a picture of what appears to be a small coin on a lanyard around her wrist. It's very similar to the ones you've made,
Uh-huh.
and it's on her wrist, and she with a question mark next to it, like one of those hand-drawn notes, question marks. Want me to use this?
Not yet. He'll text back. Not yet. Later, whenever I get home. Sure.
Okay. Period.
And he is intrigued and glad that he picked these two. And then we'll put his phone away.
Okay. Victor, how long do you want to spend with the like trying to contact the Thin Bloods? How long are you willing to wait for an answer from them?
Well, I mean, I'm hoping I don't have to stand right next to the stove. But I mean, one, they should answer very quickly.
Oh no, you get a reply saying like
Okay,
on it,
great.
on it very quickly. Like they're not.
Right.
I'm just saying like, do you give them a time frame for like dispersing throughout the city and trying to find this guy for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna. What time of night is it? I'm so sorry.
It's fairly well. We had a Ghostbusters episode that was like a whole time frame. It's very early in the night.
Okay, so we do have more of this night. Great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to try to get them to find him tonight. That
Okay.
is
Gotcha.
an hour. I need to know an hour before sunup, and if they haven't found anything by then, well,
Okay.
you guys keep going during the day. But
You hear back from like they're on it. They said they'll give you 30-minute to an hour updates.
great,
Um,
perfect.
you get constantly updated throughout the night. Core, what did you get on your wits awareness? 8 successes. Okay. 8 successes. Okay. You feel very confident at this time that the situation is very okay, aside from the weird shit that they're doing. 8 successes. Nothing's going on.
That's either great or terrifying. I think we're good.
Jim, as you open that door and you look through it, trying to where when you when you've walked through these corridors of doors, that one opened. All these special doors throughout your life. You open up the one to your home. What are you expecting to see?
I'm expecting to see our old house.
You walk through and you're indeed standing in the living room.
Mm.
Describe to Siren what she sees for the first time.
Really old, scratched up hardwood floors with that haven't necessarily been taken care of great, with a bunch of like hand woven rugs thrown around. There's a huge overstuffed couch with a coffee table in front of it that's got um uh some candles and things. Like it's not remarkably clean, but it's not uh like a disaster house either. Um
Lived
there
in with love.
is lived in with love.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they had a picture because we worked with someone who did this with her husband. They got a portrait of them, like they took a picture and then someone painted it of them in like stepbrothers sweater vests, holding
Yeah.
each other like a prom picture
How
in a
how
giant.
special is that memory to Jem?
It was their Christmas gift to each other one year.
So Siren, as
Like I
you
think the first year they were married.
as much as your brain and your consciousness tries to extrapolate from these objects and these bits and pieces that Jem has described, you can see them and you can see them in their places. But where Jem's brain just kind of makes everything else appear, the pieces that she's describing that she's emotionally tied to, importance wise, that's what's kind of lighting your path. And in between is a sense of shadow. It's not a threatening or ominous presence. It's just there's nothing there because there's no object tied to a strong sense of emotion. You get that very clearly from the places that you can tell are loved. That's obviously one of their sides of the couch. That's the other. That picture where you've seen aspects of true faith before, you get an aspect of that radiant power coming from that, but it's not faith. It's pure. And Jim, as you turn to look around your living room, you see an aspect of Siren. You see this kind of dull will-o-wisp appearance, spectral form. You know that it's Siren. You can feel a tether between you and her.
Huh?
Can I hear her at all?
Yeah, you can.
She, can Siren essence or whatever part of her is in here touch one of the really strong things?
Yeah. You get an impression of what it would feel like. Is the weirdest way to describe that. It's like feeling it on a delay.
Don't die.
Like it's your brain seeing your hand touch an object and then what your brain should think that
Got it.
feels like.
Like how your tongue knows what everything feels like.
Exactly.
Even if you've never licked it, your tongue just has ideas of what texture should be, which is weird,
It knows.
but it's true. Think about it. Think
Like
about
a
a surface
T-Rex.
you've never licked. Your tongue will know what it's
T-Rex.
supposed to feel like.
Like
Yeah.
doorknob.
Then why did we look door?
Doorknob. Yeah. Florida man,
Exactly.
aka Loki.
But okay. She will just sort of, if she doesn't like interact with it, and it's just, but she can sort of sense stuff around here. She just, in the hope that Jem can hear her, feel what she's trying to say back. It's let's find him fast and get out.
Okay. Have a seat. I'll get you a drink. Jimmy, we have company. Baby, where you at?
And there's no immediate answer.
He's pooping. I'll go find him. I'm gonna look through the house.
Okay. As you walk through your house, Siren, the objects of power essentially seem to fade as she walks away. They're still there, but they're not as bright. They're not as, it seems to, you watch the glow kind of radiate with her.
Does okay. In the real world, I'm still holding on to her and keeping her from falling over, but essence-wise, the door that we came through is still left open, correct?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Are there other doors or window feelings? Oh no, there were other doors in the hallway, right?
There were other doors in the hallway, but once you came into this,
They
you
all
were now
vanished?
in. You just
Okay.
like you just walked. You will. When you came through, you no longer see the corridor. You see a white cutout in the shadowy void.
Okay. Um.
Quantum leap style.
Yeah. No, I know exactly. I can visualize
Yeah.
perfectly. Then, thank you very, very much for that reference. Appreciate it. Okay. Oh, good. Excellent. I get to be Al. I am going to Nope. I'm gonna wait for a second then, because there's nothing I want to touch or do, and I feel like I will break things and then she'll kick me out, and I'd rather be here to pull her out
Okay.
should she disappear for 15 years again. Yeah.
Okay. Jim, as you walk throughout your house, you see these little bits and pieces of memories. There's something that feels incomplete here to you. Make a wits awareness. And I'll give you a 2-die specialty. It's kind of your jam.
Here's my jam.
This is your jam. Dance.
Oh, fuck you. 3 successes.
Okay. The shadows of like the laundry sitting on top of the washer and dryer. As you walk through, the shadows underneath the underside of the fridge as you walk through the kitchen. It seems everywhere you look, every shadow is just a little bit deeper, and it throws this extra dimensional depth to it. And as you walk up to your bedroom, expect that if Jimmy is asleep in the real world and he was here, the only place he would be sleeping is your bed.
Right.
And as you open the door, he is not in bed.
And now we have to figure out who's been putting flowers on his grave. Okay. So maybe he's not asleep then. But okay. Ooh, I want to try to do something weird.
Let's do something weird.
And I have
Because
no
this
idea.
has been totally normal up until now.
100%. Yeah, this is just walking through the
No,
Wonderworld.
this has been
Wonderland.
So, okay. Is there a way I can leave something in this dream memory for Jimmy to find when he goes to sleep?
Where would you place such an item that you would know he would find it?
In the box of sex toys.
Behind the stepbrother.
No, he's
style
not allowed to
painting.
go in there. He knows that.
Did you all have like a little, like, I leave a little love note here, he would leave one there?
Yeah, I think what it is we had a dish on the sink for taking
Okay.
our rings off when we were washing dishes and stuff. Because of how many times she lost hers
Mhm.
washing dishes. So we had to get a special bowl. She was like, "Woman, I can't
Sure.
keep buying you fucking rings."
Siren, roll me a wits awareness. So you're still upstairs. You gonna what are you gonna leave him as you walk downstairs?
Oh,
Two successes. Okay.
I want to leave him a business card for LaSav.
God
Roll
fucking
me a
damn it, why did I
willpower
only get a
check.
2? Why? Like,
Roll me a willpower check.
Me?
Yeah. You can't boost it or anything. Just
Fuck, I can't.
Siren,
Watch me now. Hey.
the only thing that you can pick up on is a slight sensation of a tingle or cold that your body hasn't had in. It's like you got the chills.
Boy, I hope that's not an ominous warning that she might be doing something stupid like leading him right to us. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure she's fine.
Do you say that?
No, of course I don't. That was
Okay.
very, very much just Pixie talking shit.
Well, I didn't know if you were downstairs just kind of like talking shit.
No, I mean, yes, but internally. She's not going to say
Okay.
shit. Now, Madness Network, she's thinking... No, she's not thinking that. It's fine. Just the chill is, she assumes someone is here. She turns to the door. She would assume that that meant someone was here.
Okay. As you turn away, there's no one behind you.
Of course not.
No. You don't get the sense that it's not like you just turn around NPC style and like look behind you. Like you don't see anyone around you at all. There's a nagging sensation in your brain, Jim, as you think to leave something for him. And as you walk downstairs, go to the kitchen, that nagging sensation grows. And in that cup, you see his ring. And it is glowing.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I go to grab the ring. I go to grab the precious.
There is, as I described a siren, that glowing radiant, it's like looking in the sunlight. Except you don't feel that terror in your beast to look away. And it is the feeling of something stronger than faith. You hold it in your hand, and it's comforting.
Jimmy?
There's no reply.
Does this... Jimmy?
Toss it in the fireplace. See,
Destroy
if a
it!
message appears.
No. I'm going full Isildur and I'm keeping the damn ring.
She goes full Galadriel.
Hell,
Yeah.
excellent.
Total
I'm
negative.
so happy I'm in the Madness Network with her right now. Guys, this
yeah.
seems like a movie I would never have time or friends to watch. Something's happening though. Like,
Can I? Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I go find Siren.
She's right around the corner. She's kind of just turning back around from checking behind her real quick.
Siren?
Okay,
Jim?
go siren there.
Siren, she's like holding up the ring. She's like, him, but no him.
okay,
I don't know where he is.
okay. Gonna need. All right. Okay. We're gonna do something as a
Okay.
group now, just the two of us,
Okay.
that we don't do as a coterie, and I'm gonna need. Right now's the
Trust.
fucking time to start. No, I didn't
Oh,
say. Listen, that's not
okay.
what you were doing.
Communication.
Why do you think I invited you to the slumber parties? We're gonna explain to each other how each other's weird fucking vampire magic works.
I can't.
Why?
I don't know how.
Okay, that's a good place to start. That's fine. See, I had to take, and she yells as though Vegas can hear her. Fucking doctorate level opera classes to be able to use my goddamn fucking gift, you bastard! I mean, some of you were just handed it and said, "Go fly, have fun." Lucky
Somewhere
bitch.
Vegas
Anyway,
is just sipping some coffee and smiles to himself for some reason.
what a dick. And some of you were just told, "Here's a butterfly net. Go catch magic and have fun and fly." And I hate you.
No, I think
But
That one.
yeah.
literally just me.
Listen, Jace is also just pushes buttons and doesn't tell us what they do. So like, and I'm okay. If I
Let me
understood
chronicle my
what
adventure
the
from
fuck
day one.
was happening, I might be more helpful. But in the meantime, what specifically were you looking for here? Tell me what you can usually find here. Is this where you go for visions? Is this where you go to talk to people? Like, what is this place? No
This
one
is
has
the
ever
first time
explained them.
you've ever
No,
seen this
no one's ever
place.
even explained to her what the Madness Network is. She
Yeah.
doesn't know what this place is. She just blindly followed you in.
This is our house. I haven't been here since.
No, not this space. She points at her head. The place we are now. This.
It's the network.
I've heard you mention this, but again, I've had zero explanation. What is that?
Well, I also have zero explanation. I just kind of use it a lot.
It's always
It's
been
like-
something that is very hard to describe for Malkavians because each and every Malkavian's experience is, while similar, vastly different from each other and each other's experiences as they progress. Some never get to travel, some never want to, and some do it all too frequently, either by choice or unwillingly. But it's a pathway, like a neural pathway.
That
of
being said, I
sorts.
still need to know what Jem tells Siren about it. Not what the storyteller
I'm
tells
just
us
saying,
about
like,
it.
Jem is-
no, I know, but
that-
let her
that's-
get it. Yeah.
it's like I use the internet, but I have no idea how that shit works.
Okay.
This is
Okay, but
the
like
Matrix.
okay, but like I can use again, I don't understand the reference. No time for movies, remember? Liz had to introduce me to Mary Kate and Ashley. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
That's where she started you?
That's where I started her. I had heard things. It's fine.
Parent trap.
Alright.
We started the age you're supposed to start having friends and moved onward from there. Apparently. Now I
Jim
can
will remember this.
I can use the internet to look up someone's name or phone number or location. Are you doing all of those things right now?
I'm trying, and
Okay.
that's how I found him the last time.
Okay.
But I got into his dream, and that's how everything sort of like exploded.
Okay.
I tried to find him, and this doesn't look the same every time. It doesn't always look like a hallway
Okay.
with doors.
Okay.
But I recognized this door, and I went through it, and this is his ring. And look, it's
Okay.
all shiny.
Yes, I see that.
And you recognized a
know
lot
where
of the
he is.
doors, but you
Yeah,
didn't
but this is
recognize all
our
of them.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what was driving you at the minute, the moment. Yeah.
So,
He shouldn't be at the. Oh god, do I have to start going through doors? No, because his ring is here.
okay. So if his ring is here, and I'm using literary symbolism because again, I was habitually educated as a child, and it sucks sometimes, but sometimes this feels like sometimes that's how our brains, madness or not, translate things. If his ring is here, but he's not, given what I felt from him when I talked to him out there, is it possible that in his heart the marriage still lives here and with you, but he personally isn't a part of that right now because of whatever he has to do?
I don't.
Because, for instance, if
Think
someone
so.
were cheating on their wife, say, they would take off their ring out of guilt because they didn't want to associate that moment with her. Is it possible that he's doing something that might hurt us or he doesn't want you to see? So he took off the thing that binds you to him. So
No,
you couldn't.
He wants to get me out of the city. I don't think he would try to. Oh my god, do you think he's cheating on me?
I think
What
he's
did you,
doing something that he doesn't want you to be involved with right now or aware of. And I think however he has to get you out of the city may hurt a lot of us, possibly even you two. Because he didn't just call you and say, let's go. He had to do whatever fucking project he's doing first.
I don't know how to find him. I don't know what to do.
Then maybe you should be less concerned on finding him in here. More concerned with, hold on, letting us find him out there and you can talk to him when we find him. What if we brought If we brought you,
talk to him
I
when we
know,
find him.
but if this is a place where you sense other things,
No, it doesn't work like that, and I don't really have control over it anyway. Remember, Dad gave me a butterfly net and just said, "Go run."
I do remember. Effective for some magics, I guess.
I came here because this is the only way I can help, and I don't know what this means, and I don't know where he is, so I think we go back.
Okay.
I'm going to step out into the hallway.
Okay. With
Does
the
the-
intention of going into the hallway or with the intention of leaving the Matrix?
Going into the hallway.
Okay.
Because I want to
walk
see
into-
if the shadow stays in the house or if it follows.
When you walk out of your house, essentially, into the corridor, it may have been bad. It may have been me describing it badly. There's no shadow presence. It's just the unfinished parts of the house in your memory of the house.
Oh, okay.
So it was not ominous or threatening. It was just your perception of the space.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so you walk out.
But I wait for...
Nothing follows you besides
Okay.
Siren.
Okay. Sirens. Okay, then I'm
Yeah.
going to close the door and try to get us back out in the street so we can be
Okay.
freaks on the streets.
Roll me a wits awareness as you walk through the corridor. I mean, you don't have to. You can just walk out.
Tell me.
Can
You just
I
tell me
do
what I
one
wanna
too?
know.
Yeah, go for it. 4
4.
successes? You got 4 successes as well? Okay. Siren, as you're walking out behind her and you're looking around, you recognize absolutely 0 of these doors, aside from a set of double doors. And it is the doors to Lasav. Jim, what you recognize with 4 successes is that you recognize almost 50% of these doors. And 50% of these doors, you don't.
Can I? Okay.
Some are your
can I, like,
doors, some are his doors.
Can I hold the ring out and sort of like divining rod? See if
I was
it
about
pulls
to say if
anything?
you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah.
Make me an intelligence. Oh, let's see. Jace,
Okay, I'm
what should I
smart.
give her for rolls?
I was about to say you brought the wrong
intelligence.
vampire in here with you. I know I was the one sensing emotions, but like he would be much more
Yeah.
helpful right now.
How
Do-
dare. How very
do
dare.
intelligence
Don't speak about my
occult.
siren that way.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And I will let
Okay.
you do a 2 dice specialty because you know what you're looking for.
Oh, that during all this, me and Jace and Victor were just sitting there, just like, so.
Well, we getting there.
I'm trying to
Okay,
do a lot of Candy
I was
Crush.
about to say Victor has discovered gaming on his phone,
Yeah.
and he's
Victor's
just
playing Snake.
also.
What is that? The Monster Island where they sing?
Playing
Singing
2019.
monsters.
Okay.
Yeah, singing monsters. Yeah.
2, 4, and a crit success. So
Okay.
Of course, playing RuneScape.
6.
As you try to divining rod this, all you start to see is your vision kind of blurs. You realize it's because you're staring at this really glowingly bright ring. Your eyes kind of cross and you realize you don't have magic powers like that.
Oh.
While she's having her the storyteller is an asshole moment.
It's a really good roll though.
No,
It's
I
like
know.
it wouldn't work.
I have sensed the unseen.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah,
Get
you do,
fucked.
okay.
You know what?
You can't see inside the rooms that you haven't opened yet.
Speaking of which, Siren's impulsiveness is going to take over.
Okay.
She was so good earlier. And she's gonna go open the Lasav ghost doors.
Okay.
And there's Puppy! Ah!
His puppy. You are able to open the doors, and what you can see before you walk in is there was a night early on in your new unlife that the street block lost power. It was kind of a Tuesday night, nothing really going on, but the street block lost power. It was really dark outside, and you remember that the bar kind of looked spooky with no lights inside. And that darkness that you remember that being is what you see when you look inside. There is almost an absence of color or light. You see shapes, outlining of the bar, a few tables, a few chairs.
Having some theories, none of which feel great. She's gonna close those doors back out and follow Jem. Like,
Okay.
she'll
Jem, would you
discuss
like to
that
leave?
later. Like,
Would you like to leave?
Well, yeah, fucker.
There are limitations of such things. Next time,
Bullshit. But
next
also,
time, eat a Tremere.
you're not.
You
you
too can have magic
when
powers.
you're hungry. Eat a Tremere.
Eat a Tremere.
Yeah, I'll snap out of it
Okay.
and
And
try to, and then like, physically go to Siren and
yeah,
kind of
she's
like
got you.
touch on her to make sure she's out too.
Yes. As you're walking behind Jem, the moment she leaves, you're instantly pulled with her, even though you're 5 or 6 steps back.
Hey, are you okay?
well, I never need to try acid because now I feel like I know what it's like.
And you both
Sorry.
do.
She
You
gives you a
feel
hug.
this. If you've ever had a really bad headache in your real life, that fatigue afterwards, after the pain does subside, but this
Oh.
fuzzy emptiness, that's what you both feel.
Oh,
Now,
fuck.
Bad Madness Network hangover. I hate that.
during that time, what Jace you've seen before, I think Victor's seen it once before with a rapid, when they go under, it's almost an immediate comeback up. The loss of time is only on one side. This has gone on for minutes. Long enough for Victor, for you to receive a few hits from inside, like essentially like a net of checkpoints throughout the city. The benefit of the prior's planning of little cells throughout New Orleans pays off in dividends. The Thin Bloods report that they have not seen sight of him in the city, and they want to know, should they check across the city with the Anarchs.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
They send a couple lines of gibberish that to anybody else it would be gibberish. For you and them, it's come to mean like it's it's a way to write troop movements from back in your day, of that you've now taught them on how to, like, it's essentially encode just in text what they're doing. They're going to send 2 groups of 5 to different locations that they know of in the Anarch territory to kind of say, hey, we're here. Kind of, you get a meet and greet and go from there kind of message. Chase, was there anything that you wanted to do in the median time?
Nope.
Okay.
Look at my watch and be like,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be 5 minutes before I slap him, but I'm gonna hold off this one time.
You were raising your hand to slap as we're about to come out of it. No!
What was the time frame? I don't know. I wasn't here for that. That was the other girl. Gore, what are we doing? Are you still surveying? Or are you just kind of watching them?
think she's just watching, and as
Okay.
she's watching, she's like, whenever she's in one spot for too long because of her morbid curiosity, she wants to like in her check in her brain see how thin the shroud is here. Like
Okay.
how easy can things move through this space that we're
Okay.
currently in?
I will say this, you are more familiar with that. How would you go about doing that? Do you need to turn on a second sight, or is it just a feeling
It's
that you
not a
get?
sight or anything. It's called where the shroud thins. I
Okay.
can determine the density of local shroud,
Oh,
learning whether
it's just a
ghosts may
thing you
cross
can do?
between.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see if
Uh,
this is how easy can ghosts and other things that aren't
mhm.
supposed to be here exist here.
You feel that it is very thin, but you feel that it is fading from a strength that it had, that it's going back down towards normal. But it's still relatively thin in this area.
Like a small flutter of a smile, and then she goes back to playing RuneScape on her phone.
Yeah, when it was starting to fade is when they were coming to. That's what you pick up on.
Okay, so like Jace goes to slap her, and she's like, she's coming back.
Yeah. There's a weird sensation that you feel like it was strengthened, like it's thin normally and it was strengthened and now it's coming off of it. You all have the scene.
Welcome back.
That place is fucking weird. I don't like it.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Do I still have a ring?
You do, and I don't know if it was going to be on your
Hey.
thumb or not.
Oh, I
It
hate that even
is-
more.
It is the ring
Fuck.
that you have no doubt that is your husband's wedding ring.
So this happened.
That's from in there. Does that usually happen? Can we just go get some magic stabby instruments from in there? Is that an armory? Can you bring shit back?
No, it's not the Matrix.
You said the Matrix again. I don't understand the reference, but you compare it to that, and she walks away. She's
gotta
just
gotta get Siren to
like,
watch the Matrix.
Oh, she's.
Vegas was an extra in that movie. Actually.
Here's my question. Here's a legitimate vampire question for the audience, for the everyone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So celerity, right? We can
Yeah.
move faster. All of our body parts can move faster. So in theory, our ears and our eyes and our brains could comprehend faster. If I watch movies on 2 times, 3 times, 5 times the speed with celerity like active, can I just absorb them faster?
Yes, but
Yes.
you won't be able to retain it as long.
Fuck! Shit! Okay, so I can't just stand and be
It's
like,
always
give me
the
10 minutes,
downside.
hold on,
Watch
let me
it? Oh my
like
God.
understand the reference and move on. Okay, got it, thank you.
Yeah.
Alright.
I want so badly to sit her down and have her watch The Matrix because she will the entire time be
Nosebleed.
the Leonardo DiCaprio meme of just
I get it now. Oh, fuck! Oh, shit! Oh, yeah. She'll...
ah,
It's-
ah.
I think it was
Right in
like
front of
I think it was
Nick's
12 when the
face.
Matrix came out. Changed my life.
Yeah.
The first time I ever watched it,
Philosophy.
several years ago, when I had pneumonia and I was on really strong flu meds and pneumonia meds. Oh,
Ooh.
that was
Time to watch
an
that
adventure.
Wow.
So one time
The
I've
only
ever
way to
seen it
watch it, man.
was
2
I was
shots of NyQuil in the Matrix,
just
man.
drugged
For a
out of my
night.
goddamn mind.
You haven't seen The Matrix. You were The Matrix.
I experienced the Matrix. I felt it.
I was Neo.
I took both pills all at once, and I just am all the things. Speaking of which, Siren does in fact walk away to process things because Pixie
Yeah.
has to pee. So
Go for it.
Yeah.
Pixie processing.
Jem's gonna walk over to Victor and give him a hug.
Tapping was done.
There. Thank you, Ron Swanson. You're muted.
Yeah, he sort of gives her a pat on the side. You can tell he's definitely in thought, but he'll just sort of look at her. Are you all right?
It's his ring. It was in the bowl. So
I'll
he's
hold out
either
my hand.
cheating on me with he's either cheating on me with someone or he's just perpetually washing dishes.
Either way, won't matter.
That's my hell.
Or he's doing both.
May I
don't know
have
where
the
he-
ring?
Yes, she gives it to him.
I'll take it.
She just sort of like
Where-
wanders over to Jade.
There is a cold in that
I
that
don't
you
know where
should
he
be able
is.
to
I don't know
feel
what's going
without a
on.
blush of life. Like there's a heavy weight to it that belies its size, and it is cold.
Okay.
It feels weird.
Yeah. Where are we? Are we on the street? Are we at La Save? Are we at one of
We're on
my?
the street.
We're on the street.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I look around.
That's why I was gonna put you guys in La Save or the warehouse. It's like
Uh,
we ended on the street. You want to go back inside real quick?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it would have been worth it, but that's fine. So yeah. I'll Victor lets out a loud like whistle that just sort of pierces through the night, and
Are you calling your hounds?
I'm looking for the big fuck off dogs that I inherited.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Bud and Lou.
yeah. Bud and Lou.
Yeah.
They come from two different alleys, like one each, from the building like across the way.
After pincering?
And you realize that like you all didn't see two fuck off huge dogs in those alleys until they wanted you to know. Victor very
Oh, our
quickly
Bud
when
and
he
Lou here.
whistles,
Like...
yeah, as soon as they stand up, Victor knows where they're at. And they
Look for
run
the
up
big
to you.
Fuck off dogs. They're in
Yeah.
the corner.
Accurate.
Two dogs in the
Descriptor.
corner.
I'm gonna let them smell the ring
Okay.
to see if they can assist in this tracking effort. If there is no scent on it, I know like it came from a weird place. But
Yeah.
I'm
The dog's
knocking
kinda
on
like-
all the doors I can,
like-
man.
Like if you had put it like a jalapeno underneath their nose, it's kind of like, and then they go to sniff it again, and it's like, okay, now they may be able to assist you,
All right,
but they don't seem pleased about it.
that's fine. Like, okay, all right. Heavy cold ring, got a bad smell. Huh. I'm gonna toss it to Jace. And see what you can figure out what you can divine from that.
He will.
So while that was happening, Jim just kind of wandered over to James. Was like, I couldn't find him. I don't know where he is. And by the time he tosses the ring, I moved over to Core. I was like, I mean, it's what if he's cheating on me? And she just like glances on New Girl, and she points behind her, just like Siren said he was.
I don't think he. Also, Cora's come from a very large Italian family. Emotional outbursts are a new thing to her. She's just like, they're there. He's not
We'll get
cheating
some
on
ice
you,
cream, it'll be
probably.
fine. If he is, you cheat back. Who cares? You know.
And if he is, we dump him in a ditch. It'll be fine.
Siren overhears that
Fair.
and likes the new girl a little bit suddenly. It's, oh, okay.
I'll turn on Sense the Unseen. See
Okay.
if anything weird pops up with this ring.
If Siren notices from her headache spot afar, she just that's another thing I'd like to know more about. When like she's muttering, she's just fucking mad. Weird fucking magic none of us get.
You
Nobody can tell that he's doing it.
you turn on Sense the Unseen, not obscene.
Obscene.
That's a
Sense the
whole
Unseen.
ass other
All of New
element.
Orleans, it's just one massive
Everything-
orgy.
It's like if Superman was like a 12-year-old. Like there were some things.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm looking at it all.
Every bra would be made of lead. If that
Oh, yeah.
was, if he was a
100%.
prepubescent, oh yeah, if he was not lawful good,
God.
every bra would be made of lead by within 2 years. Like,
But Victoria's Secret, the moment that Superman came out, like that was one of his powers. Like, oh, so the villains could have this too? No.
No,
It's
no,
just
no,
like
no, no.
thin lead lining.
Not
um,
lining.
You get the when you turn on Sense the Unseen, there is an opacity to the ring.
Okay. And then he'll
But when you use that, you feel the smoke around you that is kind of lighting up the different areas
mhm.
kind of fade a little bit.
And then he'll turn that off, turn on Oblivion Sight, because he has to cycle through the filters.
Yeah, of course. It is
No, not that one.
it is still
Not that one.
opaque, but it is now
Sepia.
galactic. You know, it's
Yeah.
and the smoke from your previous tracking spell fades away.
He'll turn it off. Yep. That's fucking weird.
Thinking about it for a moment, Victor and Cody will recount in vague ness, right? So in this week, right? They had the dream life,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jimmy was captured and tortured by the Nosferatu,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
Yep.
And then
For a month.
released.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, months in there. Okay, great. How did we go from captured and tortured to free?
Well, that problem's been dealt with,
You
so
man.
there's no one to punish.
Liz let him out.
Liz let him out.
Liz let him out. Okay, great. That's what I thought.
And
I-
then gave him to me specifically.
That's the real reason she
Yep.
asked you to stay, Curtis. She's like, I need
She's
my
like,
own
"Ah, nah,
problems
nah,
to
nah."
be gone by the
Right.
time
I see where this is going, and I'm not going down for this shit.
Great. Okay. So Liz let him go, and then Siren got thrown off. He went to Gem, right?
Mhm.
And then you guys were like, "Oh, we're just gonna be normal, right?" Or was there a plan at that point?
Oh, of course.
You're
there was
giving
no
us a
plan.
lot of
Okay,
credit,
great.
okay?
I'm- that's fine.
No
That's
plan.
fine. That's fine.
Stop shaking your heads at me, guys.
Coterie, no plan.
Okay, great. So met Gem, I guess in the real world for the fourth time or whatever, and then
Yeah.
is like
Solve it.
I'll see you later,
Yeah.
No,
right?
He just kind
No,
of left.
He just left.
oh, okay, he
and,
didn't-
and Id found out about that he was out, and it was a whole thing of boyfriend hunting boyfriend, we thought,
Right, okay,
because someone
yeah.
appeared
No.
on camera who looked like the priest, dropped off the Id's
No,
phone.
I asked Id to
yes.
come to the house.
Yes,
And he never made it.
And
Yeah.
he never
and he
did.
never made it.
but his phone
Great.
did.
And it's
His phone did.
and
His phone
so yesterday, Siren got thrown off of a church.
We've
Yeah.
been having a goddamn time.
That's fine.
That was
And you were
That's all
Ghostbusters.
That
and
feels
we were
more
Ghostbusters.
important.
Great. Yeah. No, 100. Yeah.
yesterday was when I let him go.
All my troubles seemed so
Id
far
went
away.
missing. Oh, no, they were. Nope. Never. But yesterday is when I let him go. It disappeared. He threw Siren off a building
And
and
the
tagged
graffiti.
in theory, graffitied
And
everything.
the graffiti.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What drugs is
Okay.
he on?
And then
We
we,
have superhuman powers, and
He's got
and
the power
celerity.
of God and anime.
No,
On his side.
no,
Well,
unacceptable. Which anime? I need to know what anime Father Jimmy watches.
That's
All of One
One
Piece?
Piece.
All of One
Piece.
Piece.
Castlevania.
Oh
Um,
He's
god.
not a part of the crew today.
He does
Okay.
now.
so. Last time we saw him, he was at the church. We assume he left the church and went on a graffiti spree. Right?
For some
Yep.
reason.
Great. Id's dead.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick up the phone and call.
Who you gonna call?
The head of the Nosferatu.
Okay.
Candy.
Kind of a Ghostbuster.
Candy.
Yeah.
She's more of a ghost creator.
If anybody could, it would be Candide and Iris.
Yeah,
All right.
actually, that's true. They could be the New Orleans City Ghostbusters.
Why aren't they dating?
Sheriff,
Sweet.
what can I do
Maybe
for
they're
you?
just more subtle.
Candide, are you missing anyone in your coterie, in your clan?
Not that I am aware of, but I now need to go check.
I would like to. Do I believe her?
You don't get any impression that she is or would be lying to you.
Great. Stand by. And I'll hang up the phone.
Okay.
I'm going to call Ego.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you seen your brother?
No, have you?
Where was the last place you saw him?
Oh, I'm trying to think because the last time that I think he saw him would have been the time where they went to the cemetery and was like, "Where the fuck is your brother at?"
Last time he saw his
So,
brother?
because you guys went to go talk to
Yeah.
Ego and then saw his like tracking the coterie
Mm-hmm.
Right.
thing, and then you're like, "That's fine. He can come back to the house." He hadn't seen him before that, so that's the time frame that he gives you is that he
Okay.
hasn't seen him
Okay.
since before that.
Okay.
So not enough to like be crazy worried, but like it's the fucking nos. Like
Sure.
you should be home,
Yeah.
but you do know that Id and Ego have townhomes in the city.
Right. Right. Okay. Understood. If you hear from him, let me know. And
Hey,
and I
hey,
will,
hey,
yes.
Sheriff. How much trouble is he in?
Honesty. He's not in any trouble, but we're all fucked. And I hang up.
Okay. Ego will remember this. He's like,
Yeah.
understood. Okay.
Jace, take that ring to Gem. Take that ring to Iris. See if she can help you. Gem, I want you to look in my soul
Oh shit.
right now.
Sense the unseen?
Or just look you in the eye. Yes, yes, sorry.
You believe he loves you.
Yes.
Would he ever hurt you?
No.
Then we're going to church.
Okay.
And I drag her out.
I have to put
Okay.
Hosier on real quick for no reason. What's up?
For no reason.
All right.
I mean, just
Yeah.
just out loud in case anybody out of character.
Yeah.
The Nas don't have him. We can't find him via the traditional means. We can't find him via the magical means. If the dogs don't sniff him out in the next like 10 minutes. And the last place we saw him was at the church.
Yeah,
And
no.
I can't walk in there, but
I can't.
Jem might be the only person that can. And if he really loves her, he'll protect her. And
Yeah.
if not, she's dead and I have one less problem. Or a bigger problem. I don't really know.
Or a
But
bigger problem.
but
Big one less. Yeah.
Are you going to, with the Thin Bloods, are you going to have them with you if you're going to storm the castle? So are you going to pull them back from the Anarch territory?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't believe he's hiding in. I'm gonna check with them and see how the Anarch contact is. If
they have a roll they have to make to see how the
great.
position went.
What can do I need to
Okay.
roll something?
You do not. No, this was
Okay.
this was more on their success of the priest was here. The graffiti are targets for the anarchs if they want it. on my way back to the city.
Stay put. I'm on my way.
Roger that. Staying put. They crit like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna never mind. We're gonna take a trip. And we're just out on the street.
Yeah.
Great. I'd like to find the nearest place I parked one of the variety of cool cars I own.
Of the variety,
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah. Because I had one at the warehouse. I was gonna go grab a bunch of stuff, but
I mean, you still got the Ecto 1.
yeah, but that's
I have
this
the
is-
keys.
You are.
It's my car.
this is not happy fun time. Ecto one's for
Sure.
fun time. This is not.
Describe to me what
It's
you
not fun.
bring back.
So it is, I believe the last one that I was driving was the modified it's like a crossover forerunner,
Okay.
kind of with the larger wheels, and had the blackout windows that were solid other than the windshield. And it was electric vehicle, I remember. I'll find the picture of it again. But yeah, it was a gnarly car that I believe he has for days. He has to go across the desert. And I will explain to the rest of the group that they have found him in Anarch territory, and
That he was there. He had been there.
he had been there.
He had been there.
Do I
The
do I
Thimblets
know
got to him.
who heads the Anarchs?
You know that they recently had a change of power. Their Baron is.
We met.
Does Liz remember? Does Cat know?
Liz is dead.
Does Cat remember?
He's alive.
Cat
so-
does not remember.
We
Liz
met-
dead and
Uh,
Cat has short-term memory, but we met him.
Yeah.
It was a very generic man name, like
But he was
Jacob.
running. He was
Is-
running a
Drake
gay
Drake
leather bar.
Broussard. It's
Jake.
Baron Broussard. Jake Broussard.
That's it now.
I remember.
They still down by the railway.
They are, yeah. You know that one of the points, or one of the places that they'll send emissaries out to meet is the junkyard,
Mhm.
where the with the mechanic shop that Liz pretty much just like commandeered.
Mhm.
That's kind of an outskirt of their territory. That if they find out that you guys are coming down, they will meet you there. Or you could go hunting for them.
I have his phone number.
Yeah, Liz would have given you the phone number.
Then I call him.
Okay.
What we're learning here is that Liz told Victor everything all the time, just gave him all the information.
Hello.
Is that wrong?
It was her job.
Jacob.
Yeah, that's me. Who's this?
Victor.
Oh, hell. I'm guessing there's only one Victor to be calling my phone. What can I do for you?
I'm hoping that we can make a mutual arrangement. You had a visitor last night.
Yeah, I had somebody from down there coming down this way.
I need to find him.
I think
And-
that'd be a great idea if you like your city the way it is.
I agree. And I'm willing to offer whatever deal is amenable to you for us to reach that conclusion tonight.
I could send some boys up that way. I'd also like to reach an amenable situationship with you all over across the way.
I understand that you've probably lost some resources, some access to a variety of, let's say, ivory towered locked up things, which I am not terribly much a fan of, as you, I'm sure, are aware of my history. So I will back them off and get you and your clan access without, let's say, restraint to a point.
Well, buddy, I'm just happy to help. Just happy to help. Whatever we can come to arrangement on later on is later on. This is a
Understood.
mutual threat.
I appreciate that. I will be entering the area potentially with some forces.
Understood. Hey, mi casa ese kusasa. And he goes, I'm just going, no, that's not what. Yeah, that's right.
Flip it, reverse it. All right, thank you. Hang up.
Goes click.
Everyone hated that.
Yeah.
I might go be an anarch, guys. I love him.
The variant.
We can abandon Camarilla right now. I'm all in. Let's go.
He means well.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the last place that he was seen.
Yeah.
We know what the marks are for.
Yeah.
They don't seem terribly interested in doing anything with it right now.
Mm-mm. But if you sent the Thin Bloods to search the city, and then they went across the way, and he's not either one. Either he came back or he's hunkered down somewhere in Anarch territory.
Is Victor voicing these thoughts to us, by the way?
Yes.
Do they think
That's fine?
Yeah.
I will walk and pace and talk out loud so that it is not withheld.
Siren will suggest the theory of, if they don't seem terribly interested in taking them, not necessarily because they're trying to preserve relationships with us, but because, do you think they think it's a trap? If he can deal with all of us by having the two sides take each other out, they might not want to attack if they think there's an ambush waiting for them.
True. And their motivations, whatever they may be, are to our benefit at the moment.
But it would mean we could possibly use those points, if they are a trap, to lure out Jimmy's men.
Getting into a firefight with the Second Inquisition that he may or may not feel allegiance to at this point doesn't further my goal of finding him.
Fair.
But I am still open to ideas.
Everybody to roll a wits awareness real quick. Now, are you doing a walk and talk, or are you doing a drive and talk?
Oh, drive and talk. Drive and talk. I'll get a big car. I've got a big, awesome SUV car that we're all in.
1 success, possible bestial failure.
Okay.
I know nothing.
3 successes.
6 successes, possible bestial failure.
Okay.
So
7
wits
successes.
awareness.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was so excited with my 3.
Possible messy crit? Is that how that works?
Okay.
A crit
Now-
on your beast thing?
No, Cody, does Victor drive with the music on?
Yes.
I got some low blues in the background.
It's a blues rock is sort of his jam.
Okay.
Real quick, Core.
2 successes. Okay.
Just very quickly, Core holds out a hand to Jace, but looks at Jem and says, "Can I see the ring for a moment?" Takes it, I want to use the
You can
knowing stone.
Okay.
It's a
Tell
thing
us
I
what the
have.
knowings. What do we see?
Her eyes would go black because it's Oblivion thing she has to look at.
Out loud, Siren goes, God fucking damn it, another one? Like, all of you!
Does not matter.
You're
But
very
I
proud of it,
can
though.
identify location and the
Okay.
existence of specific ghosts. I'm checking if he's dead.
He is not dead, but as you start to search your not ghost, your entity comes back because you had sent them to go search.
My buddy, he's on the roof
Mhm.
now.
Now, describe to me like how you communicate with him. How has he relayed information to you?
It would be telepathically, considering he is linked to me, so he can
Okay.
speak to me through my brain, and I can speak back to him through my brain.
He has been tracking
Mhm.
Jimmy
Okay.
across to the Anarchs,
Okay.
back into the city,
Okay.
and he relays that just the image of him standing in front of the church, not being able to go forward until you pulled upon that power to come back.
Cool. The sight goes away. She
Mhm.
hands the ring back to Jace. Looks at Jim. He's not dead. He's at the church.
I'm gonna cut across the number of whatever lanes of traffic and highway, and I will tip this fucker on its head if I have to. But we are U-turning in a way that is neither safe nor practical.
It's like, I don't want you to go to the Anarchs. And like, oh, you called him. Okay, I'm like, no.
No, thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
I know we have boyfriends at home, but can we get McDonald's?
No, no.
Do you have McDonald's money?
Do you have McDonald's money?
As we are turning around, Jace is gonna pull out his phone and text Iris.
Okay.
And it's gonna be cryptic, and he will apologize for it later. But that things are happening. There's a possibility that her plans to leave might need to happen sooner rather than later. I will
Okay.
promise to text her afterwards.
I want you to roll me charisma persuasion. And I want to know the level of threat that you're trying to convey cryptically.
Charisma
level midnight.
persuasion.
I feel like for vampires it'd be threat level high noon. Because like,
Well, like,
midnight
are
is
you
very
telling
safe.
her?
Like,
Are you trying to tell her get out by sunup, or batten down the hatches? Something bad may happen.
The thing that I'm trying to get across is, that's really bad. -2 successes.
Okay.
My intention was, like, because at one point she had told him that she cared more about herself and her safety than the Camarilla.
Yeah.
And so what he is trying to get across is basically just that she might need to take care of her own safety sooner than she anticipated.
Okay.
The idea that he had gotten from her was like, I don't know, in 70 or 80 years, if something goes bad with the prince, I might go out of here. And instead he's like, maybe tomorrow.
Side note, if you haven't heard the song Cody put for, I'm guessing, Victor's driving music, fucking great vibes. Good call, good choice.
My victory music.
No, I need you all to know. Cody made a station, it was victory music, and I heard it as victory like success. Months.
No.
It took me months to
Victor.
realize he meant victory, and
That's
I just
cool
suddenly
shit.
had a moment where I just screamed at him. He's like, you won't make playlists, this is my
That's
victory.
clever though.
But
That's
I figured
real
it out
clever.
organically. I went, this sounds
Yeah.
like music Victor would listen to. He goes, yeah, I told you it was victory music. I was like, what? He goes, victory. I was like, no, fuck you.
Oh,
I hate
no.
this. Like, I was so angry at him.
So, as you're fit, because you rolled the wits awareness as you're riding throughout the city. You got 7 successes, correct? So as you're sending Iris this text, what you get in response leaves a little to be desired from oomph that
Okay.
you may or may not have expressed. She goes, "Another Tuesday, dot, dot, dot. Got it. See you soon." And as you were getting that and kind of rolling your eyes, you hear sirens in the distance.
Please tell
Faintly.
me he burned down the church.
In which direction? Is it in the direction that we're going, or is it?
It is now that you like as Victor like flips a Yui and starts heading back up, you're like, oh great, we're all going the same way. Okay.
Okay. Sirens are up ahead. And he'll just text back, "No, really, just be ready to go." And that's it.
You get a little wide-eyed emoji back and then a check mark, like, oh, okay. And as you guys start to approach, what do you want to take a direct approach? As you guys have started getting closer, you do start to hear what sounds like ambulance and a fire truck, not cops, but like emergency vehicles.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to drive head on,
Okay.
more or less, until I can see if they're ambulances, if they're fire trucks, whatever it may be. They're probably parked outside. Most churches have like that weird like fence thing, you know what I mean? So I'll probably, once they're within eyesight, I'll like a block away stop.
Oh, also, before we get too close, she's gonna assume Victor, because he was in war, would know what the fuck to do, but she remembers what happened the last time any of them were around fire, and she just to the card hole goes, "Shut your fucking eyes." Because if we drive up and something's on fire, we're not gonna be able to control ourselves.
Oh.
Yeah. Frenzy. So shut your fucking eyes. Like,
We continue forward.
Let's go.
Victor, you see the smoke.
I do want to let the Thin Bloods know that they don't have to go over there, Nate. We figured it out.
Oh, okay.
We figured it.
I don't need them wandering around Anarch territory for.
No. They
nothing.
were already coming back. Well, I guess you did tell them to hold on, stay put.
Yeah, I was.
We'll
I
say they're
was,
like, no, I'm going back.
right. Yeah, I
I
was like,
see,
never
like,
mind. No. We're not doing the Anarch thing.
As you were driving to this, we'll say you took care of that. Would you like them to meet them to like huddle up here?
I would like one. You said there were 2 5-man teams.
Yeah.
One 5-man team.
Okay.
To meet me here. Meet me nearby.
How would Victor have set up his little soldiers of Thin Bloods? How would he set up those teams?
Oh,
like what skill sets would these guys you have on like a team that you would send out?
So you need probably whoever the blood alchemist on the team is.
Okay.
So that they can mix and or create on the fly, although very difficult, whatever sort of solutions that they may need, right?
Okay.
And then from there, somebody that passes for human.
Okay.
Definitely a talker, a face. And then if they're, probably somebody that's grungy, because you gotta have an ugly face. And then somebody that likes shooting and blowing stuff up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right. And probably 2 of those. So like two fighters, 2 faces, and a mage. There you go.
Okay, I like it. About the time that you start to see the smoke, you see them. You know what your guys look like, and they're kind of like leaning against the wall. They're they look like just 5 guys standing on a corner, 5 feet apart.
Yep.
Sorry, I had to
Not-
finish it. I had to finish it in my head.
Yep. Yep.
But they're staying far enough away from that, but to be able to see it, and you see them first, and they kind of like wave you down.
Yeah, I'll pull over towards them.
So, and this is one of the faces.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, so it looks like one of the priests went fucking crazy and started trying to burn the place down.
I love him so much.
I don't know if it's your priest. They haven't talked about what he looked like. But apparently he's got like a team in there with him. They don't know, but like there's a lot of dead bodies
He's still in the church.
as far as they know. But they're more worried about putting this out. The church cares more about the money they're going to lose than the guy they're going to lose.
All right.
I would like to say while he's figuring out the next thing to say, I would like to enact where is it? Shit. I would like to react fleetness. Make a rouse check to enact fleetness. Because it's the Master of Celerity now allows the vampire to move and react with dizzying speed. Essentially, because I'm just using ears and I'm trusting, but I have to also be in a place to, if I hear any of the other 3 try to leave the car, to be able to stop them. Because
Okay.
I know at least 2 of them. I don't know New Girl, and I'm trusting Victor, but I know at least 2 of them have the high risk of going frenzied. And I want to still be in a place to protect them should they try to leave.
Make me a wits awareness with
Yep.
your celerity of goodness.
Okay.
Yeah, Jace.
So I am, as we're approaching, I'm trying to enact the blood of potency, blood sorcery power to
Okay.
make my blood potency increase a level.
Okay.
Even if that were to surpass my
Normal.
by normal limits.
Okay.
I succeeded on my rouse check, and then I have to do
Nice.
I only got 3 successes on my wits awareness, but it's
Okay.
no failures. So
What you see as you're going on your body, it's almost like the adrenaline rush from back when you were alive. This pulsing sense of everything else slowing down. And you've had this sensation a little bit when you've run before. You wouldn't know the flash force, but it kind of feels a little bit like that, where you're moving faster than everything else. And it allows your brain to kind of perceive faster. And out of the corner of your eye, you see one of the Thin Bloods reaching into his jacket. And you see potions and vials, much like you saw. Oh, what was his name? The little Ratfink guy.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
before in the warehouse,
yeah.
in the clubhouse, you get that visual reminder as he reaches into his little bandolier of potions and vials.
And what did the rat guy do again? I apologize. He
That was a lot of
He
thin blood
wanted-
alchemy,
Yeah.
and he was like, "This will
Mhm.
explode,"
Yeah.
and it didn't, but it caused him to grow like crystals out of his undead body.
Okay.
You know that thin blood alchemy can do some weird shit if that's the only thing you've ever seen it do.
Yeah, that was my follow-up question was, do I think if my kindred become stronger predators or strategists able to make moves or think faster than most can, do I think that they are pulling this out to harm Victor for some reason, or they are pulling this out to aid in whatever is about to go happen? Do I think
With
that
your
one's a traitor?
With your 3 in wits awareness, it's the inability to tell.
God damn it.
Your brain goes, no, it's Victor's guys. No, those are danger. That's danger.
Yeah.
That might as well be fire.
Yeah.
It's like your brain. It's not your beast that flares up. It's the PTSD of having this guy try to be a suicide bomber with
Yeah.
those kind of chemicals before, and you can't decide.
Mm,
But it's Victor's guys, and everything that, as they're talking, you see no alarm that Victor's worried about these guys.
She's vibrating, but choosing to trust Victor, and she's just fucking gripping
And
something, nothing, whatever.
very slowly for you, you realize that nothing is the matter. As for everybody else, time kind of speeds up to where you all's perception is, and the alchemist kind of like pushes the face out of the way, and he leans in, and he's got like looks like a bulb, like one of those like potion vials, like you would like almost scientific, where it's a bulb and then a test tube that comes up, and it's corked with a cork. Uh, this could help. There's a lot of fire. This might help. It might make you oblivious to danger. It's supposed to just kind of limit it, but it's not guaranteed.
All right. I'll take it from him, and
He's got enough for everybody, but he's like holding one up. So like, hey, do you want these?
pass them out. And I let him explain briefly kind of what he just said.
Yeah. Yeah. No, go ahead.
And I just let them know that it's up to them. I'm not going to force them to take it.
I need everybody to roll me a d6 that would like to take that.
Siren is not,
potion.
because she needs to be not oblivious to danger, because it's her whole job is to know when there. So she will just willpower her way fucking through this.
Okay.
With this
Victor,
fleetness, so
do
she
you
doesn't
drink?
have to open her eyes. Like,
Not right now.
Okay. Jace? You got 4, you got 2. Jace, did you drink?
I did. I got a 5. Also, the DC of my blood potency thingy is 2 plus my blood potency, which I believe is my default blood potency. I think is still just 1, even though I ate a man.
No, your blood potency's up. Even standard now is up to 2.
Okay, gotcha. So it would be a DC 4. I got 8 successes. So I think that is a crit.
This is for what?
This is for my blood potency boosting.
Oh,
thingy.
yeah.
So
Okay.
now my blood potency.
I thought you were
is at,
casting something. I was like, I missed that part. Hold
now
on.
my blood potency is at 4 for the rest of the season.
Okay. So you feel you all feel kind of this caramelization flavor, like almost burnt caramel. It's not unpleasant, but it's tangy. Core, you get this sense of like cool menthol burnt taste. And do you guys continue going to the church?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell my ghoul to show me where he found him.
Okay. Go ahead, Siren.
Because again, she's doing a thing. She's gonna go full Daredevil for this scene, and she's gonna tie a blindfold around. Again, because she needs to not run in the face of fire if it's there, but she needs to be. So I've got the fleetness activated, and sense emotions. Failed my rouse check on one of those, so I get extra hunger. Correct.
You failed your rouse check, you go over in hunger.
Yeah,
yes.
so that's gonna make everything slightly harder. But I got both things up. I didn't fail it on the first one of those, but I failed on the second one. But yeah.
You're staying in the car. Or you're running outside. You said Daredevil, and I was like,
I'm going with them. I'm
I
going
pictured
with
like
them.
jumping
but, like,
ninja style off. I was like,
listen, yes. But like, I meant blind sensing other things. I'm just vibrating with all of the vampire juices that I did to myself. I'm just.
Core would offer her arm if you would take it. No,
I can hear. I can feel. Like in other senses.
Okay, let's see how, because I know what you're trying to boost your senses. For a guaranteed success, you can gain 1 hunger. For a possible success, possible failure, you can roll a rouse check. If you succeed, you don't gain in hunger.
Okay.
And you get an attempt to feel more stuff.
Yeah.
But I will give you a guaranteed success if you go up 1 hunger.
Got it.
Or you can roll for it and see what happens.
1 success. Good. Yes, the 1. Yes, that was my rouse. Sorry. Success. Ha ha ha.
So you feel like you are more on edge.
Yeah.
It's almost like you felt her arm just at the millisecond in which she offered it.
Seem fine.
Core, that you realize that you've seen Celerity before, and she is on edge to react that quickly to you. Now roll me a wits awareness to see what you pick up.
Okay, because I've got fleetness and I have the sense of motions up.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
For that and hunger now. 4 successes.
4 successes. Now this is going to be less sense of motion, but it is going to be your more physical senses. There, with 4 successes, you feel like you're getting a watered down version of what you could be feeling with your undead skin. But the sirens that you hear and the smell of smoke is almost overpoweringly distracting for the smoke and painful for your ears. You push through that. And you hear the walkie-talkies. And you push through that. You can hear the breathing of these humans. How far in detail are you looking to get with how dial it in for me?
Her only focus at this particular moment in time is the area immediately surrounding the coterie. Should danger enter it or one of them leave this circle of within reach, that is her focus.
Okay. Perfect. That works for me. As you guys drive up, Victor, now did you take the potion?
I did not.
Okay. I need Core, Siren, and Victor to make me a willpower check, please.
Great.
Is this to resist Bane?
Is to resist frenzy from seeing fire.
Well, that's why I blindfolded myself, so I don't.
Right. That's
You're right. Yes.
Yeah, that's why I did that.
Yeah.
And yes, sorry, you're right. My bad. I forgot you were daredeviling it up here.
That was the whole point of me doing all that shit.
No, I was trying to give you what you could read with your senses being so high, and forgot why your senses were so high.
Yeah. I picked up this ability, Defy Bane.
Okay.
If it does not apply, then I will.
No, that
take the
applies.
potion.
That
Okay.
applies.
So that is
Core.
yeah, it's under fortitude.
5 successes.
I will roll for it. It adds to my roll.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
So willpower plus fortitude.
Guys, I love not having a 3 willpower anymore. It's great. It's so fun.
6 successes.
Okay. So as the church becomes to, when you come through the alleyway and it kind of appears in your line of sight, there is that initial reaction for all of you aside from Siren to look away. Victor and Core, you've had enough experiences with potential threats like this to like only kind of squint like it would be a bright sunlight. But everybody succeeds, and as you pull up, you see that thankfully the flames are looking like it's contained to the greenhouse of the church grounds itself. But what you do notice as you pull up is that there is a SWAT team here. But it looks like it's federal. It's not like a local New Orleans SWAT.
Yeah, that's worse.
And Siren, what you see is you scan in very quickly of everything that you can take in. You see some of these soldiers that get out of or officers or soldiers that get out of the SWAT vehicle. The driver comes around. He flashes what look like not a badge, but just white strips of paper. Their credentials, like their ID cards and stuff.
She can't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
I
can't
can-
read it that far away.
I'm blindfolded. I can't read it at all.
No, she's blindfolded.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, that's
She's
literally so that I'm not affected by the
I'm
fire.
sorry.
That's why I heightened emotions and all my other senses so I
Yeah.
could feel and hear things.
I was trying to give you your widest range. Anyways, Sway for the second time forgets that Siren is blind. Siren, you feel like there's so much stuff you could be seeing here. For everyone else, you are able to withstand the sight of the church, and you see that there is the SWAT team that shows up. They're unmarked. They don't have any lettering, but they show credentials, and looks like
Okay.
they're setting up to go in.
Do I recognize?
You
what they
recognize
are?
that they look like Second Inquisition soldiers. Like you get
Yeah.
no sense of true faith.
Yeah.
But you get the from your sense of being a soldier before, you see the practiced movements, the instep formation. These are soldiers.
I'm gonna brain connect to my wraith. I love this
Okay.
game.
Bring
And ask where he is. 'Cause I told him to go find.
he
Father
couldn't go
Callahan.
on the grounds.
He was standing
Um,
outside last time we saw him.
Is there?
Well, your
a
wraith was
way-
standing outside watching him enter the church, but he
You
couldn't
said
go
he
any
was.
further.
Oh, the Wraith couldn't go in. It seemed like Jimmy couldn't go in further.
Go
was
Oh,
what
sorry, no, the
yeah,
wraith
it
couldn't go
sounded
in.
like.
Yeah, he watched Jimmy go in, and then when you requested more information about ghosts, kind of, it was his. He took that as come home.
Yeah.
So, what would you like him to do now?
Scan the perimeter. If
Okay.
he sees a redhead making a run for it, just let me know.
Gotcha.
Any redhead, not just father. Any redhead decides to
Yeah.
run from that church.
It's
Let
Jimmy
me
number
know.
9 in the city walking around. These clones of Jimmy.
Can I? Is there a side of the church that the SWAT team isn't at?
Yeah, they're pretty much in the front with the. It looks like they're just getting to the scene. They're trying to get all
Okay.
the information. So they
I'm-
haven't set up around the perimeter. They're just
Okay,
there
I'm-
to talk to the local officials of what's going on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Please go.
I'm going to go around to one of the sides
Okay.
and break in because that's what I do.
Okay.
And try to start finding him.
Are you looking to be subtle, or are you looking to just smash, go
I
through?
mean, there's a fire going on. How subtle do I have to be?
Well, I didn't know if because you're not gonna be able to see the room. I didn't know if you're gonna come crashing in action hero and or are you gonna try to surveil what you can get inside? Are you sneaky or just smash and
Yeah.
grab?
I'll surveil.
Okay,
I'll be because I think I sneak pretty decent.
I think you do.
Um,
That was
Can
your
I-
breaking and entering skill. Yeah.
I was about to say, if I am going with, because someone is going to do something
I-
potentially dumb, I'm going with her.
Pretty sure we're all
Yeah, I
going.
was about to say,
Yeah,
Can
I mean,
I-
Core might be the only one that's not,
If you-
as far as I understand.
how would you like to enter this very
What I
large
was
cathedral of a church?
About to ask is, if she is surveilling, can I help with that with my nonsense other senses raised? Like, hang on, let me listen. Let me
Yeah.
see if anyone's on the other
Hooray.
side. See if anyone's on the other side. See if anyone is waiting. See if anyone is talking inside. See if anyone,
Yeah.
if I sense the emotions of fucking
We'll give her advantages when you're relaying that information.
yeah.
Advantage of sorts. Thank you for the raid, Ravnos.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you.
Thanks, Rabnos.
Jim,
Mm-hmm.
you said you wanted to be sneaky and surveil.
Yep.
Okay. Make me a wits awareness and 2 specialty die.
Okay. Oops.
Okay.
You see him?
Yep. What you're not picking up, it's the stained glass is really difficult for you to see through. But with Siren telling you what she's picking up from on anything, You all don't hear a single sound coming from inside this church.
Weirdly worse.
Ooh.
You know, all those hardwood floors, there's no one running, there's no one screaming, there's nothing but silence.
Are there any other buildings aside from the greenhouse that is on fire on these grounds?
It doesn't appear to be, but it looks like if because the greenhouse is fairly large, that if it doesn't, that it would travel into the church.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. I'm just making sure.
It's more like
that
a
one's on
fuse
fire.
that
I
was
don't
lit.
think he's in there. So
No.
so I'm gonna go to the back door and open with Victoria Plum.
Okay. I want Victoria Plum. Victor, Siren, and Gem, give me a dexterity stealth, unless we don't care. Because you get a lot of people watching the church start to burn.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm also with them. I'm not staying back in the car.
Okay. Fair enough. Core, are you going with?
Core is staying at the front. She's watched where they went.
Yeah.
Is trying to make sure no one is following them.
Yeah.
And also, you said there was a lot of bodies. You said that thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Are they in the church or are they being pulled out? Where
They're
are the dead bodies?
the dead bodies, once she can peer through, line the floor. They are all inside. The SWAT team doesn't know that information yet.
Just so I'll say it. I will drink the potion, having misunderstood the ability. So I'll just do that and make it easier for everybody.
Okay, roll me a d6.
D6, you got it.
You don't feel afraid of that fire, and you're not going into that area. That willpower check was just to. What did you get? 3?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little.
I can still have made the
menthol.
willpower.
No,
to go for that
100%.
dirt
But the
menthol.
potion
Oh, okay.
does have continuing effects throughout the scene.
Got it.
When you look inside, you see bodies of priests
Do I see
and altar
Jimmy?
boys. You do not, but there are altar boys and priests.
I am going to activate celerity.
Okay.
You're
going through the back door, you said?
Back door.
Okay. As you come in from this other kind of like a patio area from behind, it does have privacy bushes so people could like eat out on the side. So you do get a modicum of stealth here.
Mm-hmm.
And as you come inside, you are met with what Jem is seeing down. You're seeing straight on at floor level.
Okay.
And it is the large chamber of the church, with the pulpit and the pews. And it looks like a war zone happened here.
Yep. Using
what experience does Victor have in dealing with combating the Second Inquisition? Or would he have accounts of others doing it?
He would probably have both. I don't think he was in London or
no.
But I'm sure in the last decade, since they've been dubbed the Second Inquisition, and the years prior, all the organizations that make that up, he would have been avoiding and running into as he alistared around the country world. So
with that experience, you notice burn marks in different areas of these people's bodies, and it looks very akin to when a Second Inquisition soldier uses the true faith on somebody who is not kindred.
Got it. So they I'm gonna make a rouse check. That's just one die, correct?
Yeah.
To roll the rouse check. Okay.
What are you rousing for?
Blink.
Okay.
So yeah, I can.
Ooh, that is fast. Okay.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go?
I would like to clear the length of the pews.
Mhm.
If I'm at the altar, then to the doors. If I'm in a side, I want to very quickly go through here, and if I can't see him, make myself a target to distract from the others.
Okay. Very quickly, as you run through these pews and you run through and try to cover every line of sight, you do not get any sense that he's in this room.
Okay.
This room is clear, but by the looks of the bodies, what you do
Yeah.
pick up on is that it may have started in this room as they
Okay.
were running out.
This is a Dragon
That-
Age scene. We have entered the opening of the dungeon. We gotta chase him in deeper. Got it.
So I will go. I believe the offices and rooms and confessionals and things like that would be like behind the main pew altar area.
Yeah, it's so for like the staff living
Yeah.
arrangements, it's actually behind and up. There would be an entrance to go in that way, or outside into the main entrance hall and then go up the stairs that way. Just kind of meets in two different places.
That's where I'm going.
Okay. The rest of you, as you climb through your various little mouse holes, Siren, you're still blind. So, for everyone else, how are we getting inside? Where are we getting into? Are we all entering the main chapel area? Are we entering through a different floor?
I feel like after I've seen like no one's coming after anyone, I go through the same way Victor went through,
Okay.
and I see all the dead bodies, and I go, I don't have time for this, and then keep going.
Okay.
I'm gonna enter wherever Jem is entering.
Okay. Now, Jem, I pictured you like spider crawling on the side of the building, but that was more of just the fight scene with Siren and Jimmy before. How are you entering the building?
Yeah, because I don't have.
Like at this time, you know that
Anything cool?
Victor's inside. Well, I don't know if you
Um,
want to smash through the window. Like fuck this church.
I'm
Fuck this
gonna.
church. It's burning anyway.
I'm trying to fuck the church.
Also true.
She did fuck the church for 15 years. That's why we're in this situation.
That's why we're
God
here.
damn it.
It's just in my mind. I want to do it for real now. I want to get to the bell
Are
tower.
there people? Okay. Okay. You know, concept of giving you
Yeah.
the realization. There are a lot of eyes on the building.
Yeah.
The building is lit up with not only fire, but the trucks. And you will most likely be seen if you spider walk your vampire ass.
I
Up
don't
to
have
the-
spider wall.
No, but I mean, you
So-
can. You're still a vampire.
You're still a vampire.
You still could
I'm-
like punch through
I'm gonna.
bricks.
Right, but they have stairs that go up for normal people, right?
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if you
Like,
were going to
take
go
the
up.
Yeah,
stairs
so I'm
like
gonna-
a normal
no, I'm just-
fucking
How do you get
person.
in? You're like, I'm climbing up. I'm like, oh, what? Okay.
I'm also gonna enact Ghost in the Machine and and the thing wherever I'm standing still, I'm in darkness.
Okay.
Nice.
Come to me.
Victor, your blink, does that last the scene or does that last for an action? Kind of.
I will tell you.
I think it's a scene.
One action. I didn't realize that, but that's fine. Cool.
Okay. We're gonna say that you're gonna get a little bit more out of it than just running up and down a pew. So your scene is going to extend a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to search the rooms. You don't really see as you get up there, Quicksilver like, you don't see a real way of determining whose room is what. But you do see that some rooms are less adorned than others. Some look like basic ass rooms. Some look like nice, large penthouse rooms. Are you just gonna go check every room? What do you want to do?
Yeah, man, I'm kicking the doors
Very,
as I go.
very
Like,
quickly. Yeah,
I'm
that's fair.
sorry, we got a building on fire. SWAT's coming in. There's a lot of shit. I don't have
Or-
time to be subtle.
Yeah,
Victor is tired of being subtle.
You kick open the rooms, and it's for you all downstairs. You hear the crashes of the doors. As
Core
he,
followed Victor, so Core's just like,
yeah, you get up there about the time that he's kicked open his fourth door because he's moving
Yeah.
so fast through it. And as you get down the hallway, about the third from the end on the right, you open the door, you kick it the fuck open, and there is Jimmy sitting at a desk, and his hands, his face is just drenched in blood. You not like he had bitten, like you're used to seeing, but more from the times that you were in battle yourself, where just blood was splattered repeatedly on his face and hands and chest.
Yeah.
And he looks to you, and he's got a glass of whiskey in his hand.
James Callahan.
Yes, sir. Who are you?
My name is Victor St. James.
Understood. What can I do for you?
James, I have a very enamored vampire princess that would like to see you make your way out of this church alive.
And he
Now,
oh, go ahead.
are you amenable to that?
I think I could get out of this building without the SWAT, but we both know that's not SWAT. So I'm not sure how I would be getting out of this building.
I'm going to run you out.
Brace his
So
neck.
you're extra fast. And you would know that Second Inquisition could keep up with almost full celerity, but they will never outspeed a celerity kindred. But they are faster than most normal kindred. About this time, his blink has worn off. You all hear the doors have stopped being kicked in. You're all just searching. I didn't know if you were going to go up there. I know Jem was going to go off and explore, but that's the last place you heard loud noises.
The minute I stop hearing the loud, I fleetness my ass up there.
Core,
That is become a bigger issue than whatever Jem is exploring.
And go ahead, Core.
Go ahead.
Core kind of like steps in sight of the door behind Victor, and she's not. Her eyes never look at Jimmy, but all around him and around, and she just goes, "It's not the live ones I'd worry about for you."
And he, at this point, he's trying to peek out the window. He's kind of just barely moved the curtain back just enough that he can get an eye line down and see. And that's when he's making that comment to SWAT as he turns back around and gives the largest eyebrow raise that any of you all have ever seen in your life. And there is a look of oh no, there is a genuine fear there of the possibility.
Decision time, James. Do you
I
want
think
to
that's
die, or do you
not-
want to try to live with this woman that loves you?
For a million reasons, I would like to leave this building alive, yes.
Drop your arms. I'm assuming he's armed.
He
His person.
Put,
I
well,
no,
put
no,
oven
no,
mitts
no,
on.
I mean, dude, just.
I thought
dude
you
just
meant
shot
drop your
a
arms
ton
to
of
your
people.
side. I thought we
no,
were gonna have an Edward Cullen vampire out the window moment. I was like, oh shit.
I'm not
Go
done
limp.
yet.
Okay.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
So he takes a last big swig of the whiskey and puts it down, and he reaches behind him, and he very quickly, not very quickly, but he with no hesitation, pulls out what is a like good 8.5 to almost 10-inch blade of like a Bowie knife,
Mm-hmm.
and he just lays it on the desk.
Do I see any other weapons on him?
No, he's just wearing like black dress pants and a very bloody dress shirt.
All right. Well, come here.
And he very like cautiously walks forward to you.
Turn around.
He does. He turns around.
I'm gonna zip tie his
Burst him.
hands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just and then if I have to pack a sack of potatoes him over my shoulder, I
Yeah.
will. But as I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm running out that back door, and I am going to run as fast and as hard as my celerity will carry me
Okay.
away from here. And I will enact it. I will enact it at least twice, 3 more times.
Okay. Understood.
I texted
Gem.
group chat. He's gone.
Jem, as you are about to go upstairs,
Mhm.
you see a large blur of bodies run past you. For just a second, you see a hand giving you a thumbs up, and you see the ring is on his hand. And he's just gone.
Yeah, I
There's-
just like I point at him and just start following the blur.
Victor, roll me a dexterity stealth.
Normal speed. 'Cause,
And you're going to be able to get 2 special DDI on this as well.
Okay. Dexterity, stealth. Okay. And I'll roll the rouse check for the
Okay.
first fleetness as well. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes.
Okay, 4 successes. Okay. As you are running, the only question of your getting away from this is you hear a "Hey!" as you run by. Somebody just caught a glimpse of something. And you were gone. Where are you going?
What direction did the back of the church face? North, south,
It would
east,
be
west?
it would be north, and it would be away from the clubhouse.
Okay.
It would be away from LaSalle, but it would be close to Liz's greenhouse and the gangrel.
Greenhouse.
Greenhouse it is. Now, because of how long you said you would keep that celerity up,
Yeah.
I would like you to make me do 1 more rouse check.
I rolled 3.
Okay.
I succeeded 2 and
Okay.
failed 1.
Okay.
So
Was it 1 success, 2 success, 3rd failure? Do
yes.
you remember the order? Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Success,
you're perfectly
success,
fine.
failure.
You're perfectly fine. Because you'd only need to get 2 from the one that you already used to get there.
Okay.
And to be able to push like that, I was just like, all right, rouse check.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get into the greenhouse. The rest of you are left completely unaware of where he's going. But very quickly, Victor is out of the church. You all are still there.
So Siren's focus then becomes, all right, make sure to get them out of here without being seen. We have to trust that Victor will tell us where he's going.
Yep.
Or we'll
I
hunt him
fully-
down later. It's later. Like, yeah, that's
I
a later
fully
problem.
intend to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will be relaying from what I can sense, from what I can feel, from what I can hear, from what I can whatever, what direction is safe to go out? Like, stay south, go around the back, do like whatever.
Okay.
People are coming down this
Um,
way. Please go around.
Make me a wits
Like,
awareness.
yeah.
Make me a wits awareness. Jim. Well, I guess I should say for the rest of you, you all
6
realize that.
successes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ah.
As Siren goes into like planning mode, you see Jem kind of appear. You didn't realize she was standing there until she like went to like move her arm. She disappeared. You get your shadow stuff on that makes you disappear in the shadows when you're standing still.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, Siren, as you look through and you peer through the windows, trying to get a gauge on like which is the safe exit, nothing looks safe other than the way that Victor went. That doesn't necessarily look safe, but it was safe enough for him the first time. But out front is the SWAT, and you see that they are now starting to set up around the building.
Jace is gonna quietly whisper to whoever is near him. I can set up a distraction that won't last too long, but it might at least send them in the wrong direction. It'll freak them out too. It has to be within line of sight, and it is 8-yard radius.
Okay.
So quite a large area.
But are they?
That I can set up a distraction in that area.
What, Siren?
It can draw us the other way.
Say yeah, but
Are these? They're not completely set up yet.
but will they be? Will you be able to get out fast enough afterwards? Because I can do a distraction too, and I can catch up with you guys faster.
The distraction doesn't.
With your
involve me
6,
physically.
you realize that you got enough time for everybody to do one thing,
Okay.
and then
Get the
they
fuck
will
out.
have the building surrounded after everybody has time to do one thing.
Yeah, that's okay.
I mean, you can do one thing and run the fuck out, should
Yeah.
I say.
Yep.
Then yeah, I'll you watch as Jace he closes his eyes, and when they open back up, his eyes have gone black. And you watch a little bit of actually does this require a rouse check? I should have done that first. Perfect. I'm fine. That was a
Okay.
7, so a success. You watch as a little bit of black smoke exits his mouth and then kind of
Okay.
drifts down to the ground. And he kind of looks over to the right or something
Mhm.
and spends an action concentrating and in a circular area with an 8-foot radius
Okay.
begins to be covered in magical darkness.
Oh, okay.
Any mortals caught in the shroud suffer 1 level of superficial damage for each turn that they are left in there, as they are drained of their very life
You
force.
see when you cast it, you just kind of point to an area, this area littered with bodies. You see this shadow erupt almost like in this pillar. And then it starts to crackle, and you see the bodies that are within inside the circle very rapidly age and decay.
And then I use that as hopefully the SWAT team will be like, unholy bullshit, and we'll go towards there,
Yeah.
and we can go this way.
Okay.
And I
All
will
right.
be prepped and ready to run with everybody else as we
Siren, what did you want to do?
Sorry. Throw voice.
Okay.
Are these? Is this SWAT supernatural? Are they supernatural?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I have to make a rouse check to see if I succeed in convincing them. I can always convince mortals that the voice is coming from
Okay.
where I want it to be. But I have.
Okay,
That's, yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
So-
roll, because you wouldn't know, but the power would
Yes.
be the one that's actually rolling.
Exactly. So am I rolling? Do I have to roll a performance check on that, or?
You're just trying to throw your voice. Whose voice and where are you trying to throw it to?
I'm good. Can I throw it we know that Jimmy thinks that he wasn't making it out of this alive. So if they're here for him, can I make it sound like he is in a different building, in a whole different direction?
Yeah, you get the impression from what they're doing is they're right now circling the building to then come in. They don't know where he's at.
Yeah, I'd like it to sound like he's
Okay.
over about where
Towards the
probably
fire?
but where the bodies in darkness were probably. Like he's
Okay.
doing something fucking weird. I'd like it to sound like he's summoning some ancient Latin ritual to
Fair.
summon the devil. Because I
Okay.
feel like that's something they can do. She's gonna
Then
start
for-
singing the Sephiroth theme song, but from
Sephiroth.
that circle. Like,
Okay. Then yes, for that, roll me a charisma performance.
oh, I will.
And you get your specialty die.
Oh,
for it.
I will. Give me a goddamn second to roll all the things.
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth. Excuse me while I roll 11 fucking
You
dice.
just hear
8 successes, bitches!
you hear what can only be the practiced Latin of a Second Inquisition soldier of God. Metrion Zinthos Sephiroth. And you hear, and it is unnaturally loud. It sounds like it is radiating with power. Core, Gem, would you like to do anything?
How
following
rapidly
the
are the
blur.
dead bodies decaying?
Inside the circle? Very
Yeah.
rapidly.
Can I like grab a skull, throw it in my bag?
Yeah, Jace, you start to see her reach toward the circle. Can't hear
I
you.
can't hear you.
She has a Wraithon retainer. I don't need to tell her not to touch
Okay,
Oblivion.
okay.
If she
Game recognized game, man.
if she
I
Yeah.
take 1 point of damage for grabbing
Yeah.
a skull. That's gonna help me a lot. I will take the 1 point of damage.
Okay, it is a
assume
full
she knows how
1
Oblivion
point.
works.
Yeah,
Full 1 point of damage.
yeah. I'll go
Okay.
eat after this, and we'll be fine.
I was just saying, like,
I'm taking a Second Inquisition skull. I'm putting it in my bag. We're leaving.
it wasn't so much how much damage you're going to take, or is this a bad idea. I wanted to see if Jace would say anything as you're like reaching into the thing that he just casted.
Maybe
Jace
later.
has seen Edward and been like,
Maybe-
okay, she knows what she's
Sure.
doing.
Okay.
Maybe later he might be like,
This
Why
also
do
feels
you
like
reach
not
into
the lecture time.
Oblivion?
This exact moment
Yeah.
feels like maybe not the time. Like
We
for
can
Yeah.
talk about adult stuff later. Right now, I take the skull, I get out of it.
and Siren is saying no lectures
Does this
right
work?
now, so you know it's fucked up. Like
So, Gem, what would you like to do?
I'm following the blur.
Okay. All right. Then we're going to say that you get out with your shadows and just saying, fuck it, I'm out. My husband and my sheriff just went that way.
Well, my
We're going to say
husband-
the sheriff just took your husband. Um,
God, no.
I'm not going to make
Now
you
he's
roll a stealth check to get out unseen.
Thanks.
The rest of you, go ahead and roll me a dexterity stealth, and you're going to be able to add 2 specialty dice for your success, aside from Core, but I believe Core gets some specialty dice to stealth anyways. Then you're just rolling dexterity stealth.
Cool, that's a whole 2 dice. Let's go.
Hey, look.
don't forget that you can.
I have their own rolls to make, so I'm just saying it's a comparative thing.
I don't.
6.
I
Okay.
don't know what blood potency core is, but you can blood surge. Don't forget. I always
Yeah.
forget that.
Yeah, blood surge that 1 dice over and over and over again. What'd you get? What'd you get?
Me? What?
Yeah. 1. Okay. And Siren, you got how many?
6.
3? 6
Six.
successes. Jace, 4
4.
successes.
No one can fucking see me. I am a blur too. Like no one can goddamn see
Well,
me. Like
And that's the thing is like everybody had their own little modifiers that I was taking into consideration.
I'm wearing Louboutin. So
You all get out of this, but it's done in such a quick fashion that the same person that was like yelling about Victor,
Mhm.
as he starts to like turn around to look, you just like clip his shoulder and he just goes spiraling out into the bushes as you just like full speed Kindred hit your ass out of there.
Cloud memory. Keep going.
Fair enough. And you guys are running essentially away from the church, but to unknown parts of the city until Victor tells you where he's going to be at. Now, Victor,
Yes.
you're sitting here with Jimmy.
I put Jimmy down on one of the planters
Yeah.
in the greenhouse, and without taking my eyes off of him too far, I'm going to message the coterie. I'll drop a pin so that they know where I'm at. Oh,
Okay.
no, I'll just tell them greenhouse, and I will emoji out greenhouse, sun, vibrant, plant, smiley face, double
Yeah.
syringe.
And
Ah,
you guys
bloods.
know
That's
Liz had a
the Lilith
greenhouse
cult.
at
Got it.
her
Understood.
place. Well, you wouldn't know that, but
No,
you would
I
know
know.
that Liz did have a greenhouse outside of her animal rescue.
And
Or you didn't get a text.
And I will message my team
Okay.
that the car is theirs for them to take my car, and they'll know what to do with that.
Okay. Do they know that they can now keep your car, or do they know that it's to take it back to where a drop location for your vehicles?
I mean, either way, when I want it, I'll get it.
You know what? That's fair. They think, however, that you're like, oh fuck, we had a car as a payment for this.
That's
I
fine.
love this guy. This is the best fucking thing
Great.
ever.
Yeah,
And then
that's
it's like,
fine.
oh man, he keeps taking my shit back, man. He gives me something, and he takes it back.
I'll
Do you
give
want him to
like
eat you?
I'll
No,
bring
I don't
him a
want him
nice.
to eat me.
Exactly. I'll bring him a nice candle or something to
Yeah,
exchange it
you
for.
know.
But when I want my stuff back, I will get my
The
stuff
Victor
back.
Yeah,
bartering
no
system is
means or
real
will.
weird. Okay, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't understand the pricing, but okay.
Yeah. So
And they do so.
great. So with those two small things done, I will turn my attention back to James.
Okay. He's sitting there with his hands behind his back. Make me a wits awareness.
Okay.
Fortunately for this, no specialty dice, because I don't
Yeah.
know if you would have experience with this.
Yeah. Wits awareness.
Or you can do a wits insight. It'd be more likely because you're reading him. Whichever one is better
Okay.
for you.
Okay. Yeah.
one.
They're about the same, but yeah, that
Okay.
sounds good. Insight. No, that didn't do that right. Do it like that. Two criticals and another normal success. One of those criticals is on the hunger die.
Okay. You've mentioned before, and I don't know if it's in canon or not, so I'm going to ask just
Yeah.
for a reference. Was Victor into comics during the war or not?
Victor,
Like, how aware of that kind of pop culture was he, or has become since then?
I think so I know in the interim years, about every 18 to 22 years, he bones
As
up
the refresher.
he bones up on all the pop culture.
I forgot about the refresher.
Yeah, so he's pretty well versed, I would think.
There is something that is going on with him that you can only describe as kryptonite. You get that every impression that you've ever seen of Superman being like winded and sweaty, and you're like, why is this guy having issues right now?
Yeah, seeing that, I'll hop on the opposite planter and lost the faith.
No, I don't. Lost the faith, not the power. But I feel you didn't do anything to me on the way over here, did you? Oh, he
No.
wouldn't scratch his head. He was just gonna like, oh, I
Yeah.
can't.
I said, no, you're.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Are you gonna vomit?
No, No, it should be okay.
All right.
But he's very apparently like not
Yeah,
doing okay.
he's
Like he's
not
not
doing
dying
good.
or anything, but like there's something that's distressing him to the point where like he's not able to hide that fact, so he's just gonna go with it.
Yeah, yeah. All right. I'm gonna. No dying on me, James. Not today. Well, at least not yet.
And it just kind of a half chuckle, just kind of sits there, and he's starting to sweat. Like that the pouring that's on his face is starting to like the wet bloody or the bloody wet shirt is now being wetted by his sweat.
I'm gonna pop the buttons on his shirt, open it up
Okay.
to try to let him
The-
breathe a
yeah.
little bit. Yeah, and I'm gonna, as I talk to him, I'm gonna look him over, and I want like, are his pupils dilated? Does he keep sweating? Like, I'm gonna
You-
be doing the field medic
Here's-
equivalent of, don't you
You s-
die on me, Jimmy
No,
boy.
you see that he's stable, but he's got like an allergic reaction that is happening to his body. And what you didn't realize is like when you pop those buttons open, that's when you start to notice it, because now that the air is in contact with his skin, it's starting to like cause an allergic reaction, just faintly on his chest, a little slight red irritation.
Okay. Do I think if I take him outside, he'll stop breaking out in hives?
It definitely looked like that's when the change happened. Was
What's this
on
weird
this
human thing?
parcel
Stop
of
it.
land.
Great. I will take him. Great. I take him outside.
Okay.
The animal shelter is right there, right?
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's literally
Great.
around the pathway.
Love it. That's my new favorite place to kill people. I'm gonna walk him into the animal shelter. Come on.
Favorite place to go.
Liz would be so proud.
You see that he
This
starts
is the
breathing
proper.
easier,
Yeah.
Good.
and then he looks very confused and very concerned about the greenhouse.
Yeah,
Very confused.
That's tomorrow
I'm
night.
angry
problem.
that the priest gets to know about the greenhouse before Siren does. I would just like to point that out, so that I have some jealousy issues now, and I'm gonna kill this man because that feels unfair.
I'm kind of glad we moved into the animal shelter because that greenhouse is covered in wild roses.
Oh no, that's right. Oh god,
Something Liz will never have to see.
there's so much happening in that greenhouse. Ugh.
Okay. Something
Um,
Liz will never get to experience is how great the scene is about to happen.
Yeah. So I take him into the I'll take him into the animal shelter,
Okay.
to the vet room in case
He's-
he keeps dying on me.
He seems to be breathing easier. Like it was definitely a weakening and allergic reaction effect, not a life threatening.
All right. Well, good to
Um,
know. I was like,
So now you have a little
I'll
torture
make note
chamber.
of that. Yeah. All right. Good to know. Good to know.
I need a torture
Yeah,
second.
you were a bad cop
I know where to
unknowingly.
take
Now
it.
you're a good cop. You kind of
Right,
brought him inside.
Right? Yeah. I like to toe that line. I'll get him a sip of water.
Okay.
And
Is there anything else?
I
wanna-
okay,
Go for it. Yeah.
I've been looking for this man for a very long time.
Yeah.
We are
I'm here
going
for
to
it.
have a chat.
Do you undo his hands?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do
No.
you help him drink the
Oh
water?
yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't make him like lap it out of a bowl. Like
No, you're in an animal sanctuary. Get him a hamster water bottle.
I thought that you were going to like drop it, or not drop
From
it,
the
but put it
cage.
on the table next to him. Like, you can have this when we talk. I didn't know, like,
Yeah,
a
no, I
glass for
appreciate
water
that.
for him
That's
is
fine.
different than.
Hamster
Yeah,
bottle.
No hamster bottle. I'll feed him the glass of water as
Coward.
he wants it.
Yeah,
Right?
he takes a few
Good.
sips.
Good. All right. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better. And I'll sit on. I'll kind of sit opposite of him. James Callahan, right? Birth name.
Birth name.
Did you ever serve, James?
No, not for the country. No.
How long have you been serving the
Since-
Inquisition?
Since before people are old enough to serve their country.
That's young. It's very young.
Well, they
So,
started doing it after London.
10 years?
Everybody, every time we have a war, it's just like the kids get younger and younger. And my parents thought that they would really devote themselves by devoting me, so I had to be ahead of the curve.
Yeah. People don't always get a choice. I appreciate that. Small question. What was the plan tonight? What
The
was the
plan
grand idea?
got a little complicated. The plan
Yeah,
originally
yeah.
was get Jem out. Now, I couldn't get Jem out because Jem was too tied to the city. I don't want to destroy everything that the woman I love loves, but there's going to have to be ties that are cut. And then, well, let's just talk about it. You ever experienced jealousy, Mr. Sheriff,
Yes.
of a romantic nature?
Deeply. Yes.
Now imagine seeing the woman you love and realize that she's real, and then realize that for quite some time she was fucking a monster. And as you walk home from her house, you see the monster. And not just a man, not just your best friend, but an actual disgusting, vile refuse. I don't know how you do it with the Nosferatu, but some images don't leave your brain. That's when
Well,
I complicated my own plans.
mm. Well, I think we can go ahead and put a pin in you living if you were to go back to the Inquisition.
Oh, yeah, I think that's settled.
Good.
I was. It's going to be interesting to see what they decide happened.
I'm pretty sure we'll catch the blame for that. That's fine.
There are bigger things than you all, especially in New Orleans.
Oh, I'm aware. But I've been killing big things for a very long time, Mr. Callahan.
There is a glimpse of recognition there.
I want to tell you a very quick story of jealousy. When I came home, I was some years late. My fiance had remarried. She had children, 2 girls. And I didn't know it at the time, but that has made me the deepest monster that I could possibly be. It's for 4 generations now. I take a few years and I relive the life I had with her, with her children.
And it nods.
It's a very sick, twisted sort of type of love. But it is the only one I have. You, I believe, are in a position where you have only one love as well. And that is Jem. Now, I am going to give you the most choice you're going to have all night. If you turn, you will be allowed to walk around this city.
For the second time tonight, you see the largest eyebrow you've ever thought possible.
But if I let that happen, the Nosferatu may openly rebel. If I let that happen, the leadership of the city may come into question. But you would be happy with her. I don't know if you'd last 2 nights. I genuinely don't. But if you don't turn, you will be hunted and killed. Either by me, by the Inquisition. It'll happen. I don't like that prospect because I've spent just a fucking long time looking for you, and it's very annoying.
There is a slight grin on his face.
There is one other option. You turn and you run.
And he nods at you. There were a few other options, none great. But that one, I would say that but he's still tied up.
Mhm.
That one is probably most likely having to happen. I was planning on running with her anyways. I didn't know I was going to have to give up my eternal soul and salvation and all that other greatness to do it.
When he says that, you see Victor. He starts typing to somebody on his phone.
Do you let him just keep talking?
Yeah, oh yeah, please.
Okay.
I am glancing back and forth, and I will
Yeah.
roll celerity if I need to.
No.
Oh, I should go ahead and probably say, because I forgot and I missed it
Okay.
amidst the other things. Victor's bleeding from his eyes, from his hands. His feet are pooling in his shoes and from his brow.
Noted.
And it
They
is
said matching veins. How cute.
it is
So
beginning to like not gush, but like I've been walking around long enough. Like it's starting to be noticeable.
you do know that one of the things Liz talked about never having to do was having to use the blood that they have on hand for the animals, the hospital, and that there is blood available, but you would have to consume a larger amount of it because it's animal
Right.
blood.
Yeah. Animal blood's definitely not his favorite. And maybe when other people show up, I will take a lunch break.
Understood.
But in the meantime,
He's
that
still
is not-
on this
and
shift. He
he's-
doesn't have coverage yet.
Yeah, he's clocked it. You've clocked him clocking it, but he hasn't said anything about it. The other option that I was thinking about was having to leave as me and take her and leave the city. Now, the threat of you all far outweighs the threat of them. The benefit of being a part of them for so long is when they teach you, when you're the best of the best that the Marines wish they were, you literally can just use their own weaknesses against them. So they don't worry me as much as you all do, because no matter how amazing I think I am, I still have to sleep. And I don't sleep well during the day. But my question to you would be, which clan? Which clan gets to decide that I'm a part of them now?
Well, as far as my understanding is, you would be joining the Malkavians. Do you know what that means?
I do. The cracked mirrors.
Do you?
I do. And while Jim seems to do okay with it,
I'm going to close in just like here. I understand you know monsters, and I understand that you know fear and madness and all of those other very important and powerful things. But you, without faith, with a jealous love, will not recognize yourself. You will either be broken inside, heartless, empty, or they will turn you over to the Nosferatu, and you will be the monster that you hated so much. Those are the people that may turn you.
he nods. So I don't know.
Oh no. The Malkavians have staked the claim. But kindred justice is far more twisted.
He
than
looks
just.
He looks confused for a second. When you say that the Malkavians stake the claim, he looks confused. How many are in the city? He looks to you.
Enough.
But more than likely, it would either be your prince or Gem.
Well, better hope
Or
it's
Lucy.
not. Better hope it's not Gem.
Yeah.
He'll come out of thin blood.
And he looks at you, and there is a sense of confusion on his face, like he's trying to do math.
Yeah,
It's not adding up for him.
that's fine.
But you clock that, and
I'm giving him his space back.
what would you choose? Because honestly, it's not that I hate the Nosferatu. They have their flaws, but Nosferatu's not bad. I just don't like him fucking my wife. So, Malkavian or Nosferatu, what would you choose?
I mean, if you chose a Nosferatu, you know there would be a Nosferatu fucking your wife, sort of ad nauseum, like that.
Yeah, but I would be the Nosferatu. That's
Okay,
okay.
sure. Listen, some people have whatever.
I don't mind
That's
if
fine.
my wife is a monster fucker as long as I'm the monster she's fucking.
Ah, all right. Well, that's, some people have.
A man's got to have a code. At least he's got his boundaries and
He has it.
yeah.
You do have a code. It's an odd one, but bless you.
It's an odd one, but it is there.
It is
You
there.
just murdered so many people, and this is what's on your mind. I hate this man.
He's just like,
Respect,
well,
honestly.
look, if I've got to
Like-
die tonight and become unmade, well, you know him better than he does.
He's asking the right questions, I feel like. Just yes. What else are you gonna
Well,
do? This
now that
man
that's
thought he was
brought
gonna
up,
die in
roll
the
me-
church. Like
Roll me, now that it's brought up, roll me a wits awareness, Victor.
Okay.
I'm thinking about my immortal soul, not who my wife is fucking at this moment.
no,
Maybe
because
it's a polyamory
no,
thing, but
no,
I'm
it is
thinking about
because
my
that's the thing
immortal
is
soul.
if you thought that for all of
Three?
eternity
Okay.
you were gonna be worried and jealous about one person, of course you were asking those fucking questions.
God.
Like duh.
So-
Like
with 3 and wits awareness, there's a sense that you're missing something here.
Okay.
You pick that up in the conversation that there's something that you're not picking up on. There's that little eating at you feeling.
Is that where you want to be, James? In front of the prince?
Preferably not with his teeth at my neck, and preferably not anywhere that far away from sunlight.
Well, I'm saying zealous soldiers have done
Ah,
far less to achieve far greater.
while I would love to believe in an eternity of bliss, which in this case would be reincarnation to the point of bliss, of just being able to come back and live those 15 years again every single time, I prefer to get my one shot now. I'm not looking to go out.
Good. Good. If it was me, I would leave. I would leave the Camarilla. I would turn clanless and run. Run to the north. Live in an Arctic circle, frozen and chewing off my dead flesh to be able to be with the person I loved forever. I would run. You have
Oh.
to convince her that that's the right thing to do because no one else is going to.
How close are they?
They'll be here soon.
No, how close is the prince and the princess?
Oh. A little further.
He means
Why?
like emotionally. Like how
Oh.
close are they? Their
Oh.
relationship.
Oh. Oh. Let's see. I think it's a real toss up if I let you go and he doesn't try to kill me. Or I don't have to kill him in self-defense. Like this is for Romeo and Juliet. Like I'm getting the fucking Mercutio Tybalt right here in the fucking middle of it. All right. So like oh, piss off. Don't your eyes better stay in your head, ma'am. I see you rolling them. They are close. They are he is very important to her. Her importance to him is difficult to say.
Then how do we keep him alive in all this afterwards if we leave and then she finds out that because of me, I killed her sire and you all get real fucked up with your sires over the course of your lives, unlives?
The others will be fine. I'm the anarch they brought in. That's on him. That's his fault as far as the Camarilla is concerned.
Is there a chance that I could run as is? Just take her and go?
No, I can't do that. If I do that, I guarantee they'll blood hunt me and you.
How do
If
I
you're
stay in the
kindred, they
city?
might let you go. How do you stay in the city? You'll make amends to the Nosferatu, and good luck with that, but we'll give it a shot.
Jim? Meg? Yes?
More together.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I know
You're good.
that you celerity is like 15 times.
Yeah.
Would it be possible or feasible for me to have come to the location by now, since I took off immediately?
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
as
I
far
wanted to
as
give
my
them
character
just
went.
just enough
Okay.
time to finish that scene. Like their whatever
Okay.
the natural low would have been when you came in, and then they all, unless Siren's going to use celerity. 'Cause I don't believe Core, is running in those Louboutins.
I mean, you guys
Um,
can also get a cab.
yeah,
I've
I
called
mean,
my driver. I've called Sebastian to come pick me up. Whoever wants to get in
okay.
the car can also get in the car. I don't think Siren will, but Jace, if you would like a ride to this place, you are more than welcome to get into this car.
So Primogen, how do you pronounce her name? I have always wondered this. Is it Candide or is it Candide?
He's only seen it written.
Candide is usually the pronunciation.
Good.
Also, there's a play by that name. It's actually pretty funny.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll have to go see that sometime.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
he's a infatuated lover that travels the world having adventures while he's it's kind of Don Quixote-ish. Lover is ravished. Usually there's trampolines and they do a bit with it.
And he just kind of nods. He
Yeah,
goes, "So, is she still having a problem with her boys?" I solved one of those problems.
Oh,
Like,
I'm well aware. That's yeah. That's what we'll be sorting out if you stay.
another question, and it's just I keep having to figure out if my night doesn't end well, if I'm going to grow fangs or a tail.
Both.
I know my gem, and you know a different form of gem. Now, I believe that I know who she truly is, but you know her in a version that I have never known her.
James. Love is love.
One, if it's my choice, I'd rather her do it.
All right. We'll figure it out.
It's about this time. Do you now? They said greenhouse. They've moved into.
I let them know. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
I didn't know if you're like,
No.
We're gonna have a conversation.
Wander in the greenhouse of itchy doom.
I can't even
Please.
get in it. I'm just standing slack-jawed, drooling, like, oh god, that's a fucking scary greenhouse.
Well, that was the question because without knowing where there was going to be some rolls, but hey, now you get a void and don't even know about the wild roses.
There you go.
That
Siren
could
still doesn't
potentially
know this
cost
thing
you.
exists. She was never invited to
Yeah.
the Lilith cult. Like, she's.
Well, you know where it's at now, but
If she invited you to
For the
Liz
scene.
Cole, it was too late for Liz. That was the point.
Saying it sounds like Liz didn't really care about her. I don't know.
Liz would
That was gonna be Siren's assumption.
Gone.
but as he finishes saying that, you hear the door open up from behind you, Victor, and there is Jem. And you see both Victor and Jimmy standing opposite, and Jimmy's got his hands zip tied behind his back, and he just kind of like smiles at you.
I rush over to him and put my arms around him and kind of start fiddling with the zip tie to undo his hands. And I know whispering is not a thing I can do because it doesn't fucking matter
But you
in
can
this particular room.
attempt,
But I'm doing it anyway for, I don't know, just habit.
For funsies.
Yeah.
For funsies, I whisper in his ear, "Baby, we have to run."
Victor, do you allow her to take the restraints off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I am stepping out, and I am gonna let them. If anybody else wants to go in and watch him.
Yeah.
But I'm bleeding.
Yeah.
I need to take a moment here.
Jem, you see him stigmatted.
Gee, Victor. I
Not that
shoot
you would
Jim in
care.
his
I'm just
eye.
saying that you
Yeah.
notice. It is very visible.
Yeah.
Now about this time, as Victor walks out, you see the others arrive. It is time. We can start with the RP next time, where we can push a little further. If we push a little further tonight, it's going to be Jem and Jimmy.
I'd say I want to vote for give people a moment to think and talk
I love
over
that idea.
off screen the actual ramifications of whatever might happen.
Yeah, no decisions were going to be made tonight. Believe
God
me.
no.
But I wanted to set them up for you guys.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
excellent. Nothing at all can go wrong next week.
No, yeah.
And nothing
We'll
can
pick
go
up
wrong.
next week with the.
Baby, we have to
Ace.
run. Like, yeah.
Oh, yes, great. Yeah. I was gonna add another little cliffhanger
No,
thing.
go.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh, who were you texting?
On his phone from Alex.
Oh shit.
You see the words Clan Salubri.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh shit.
Okie dokie.
Oh no, Cody.
Well, we are going to end here
We're
tonight
just
on
gonna
that
end.
moment.
Yep.
And then we will see you guys next time. Are we rating out? Who are we
Nope.
sending
Nope.
some
I
love
have
up
not
to?
had a chance to vet anyone who's really live right now,
Fair
so
enough.
we're just gonna go.
Understood.
Yep.
Well, you guys have a great night. For our viewers, thank you. For our cast, thank you for helping me traumatize each other tonight. It was really, I appreciate the teamwork.
Yay.
And we will see you guys next time.